Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. It's watch a long time ahead of Liverpool versus Brighton. Kickoff is, just under 15 minutes away. I'm Ste, joined by Errol for this one. We're going to guide you through this game for the next couple of hours, and then all your post-match goodness, typical Redmen style as well. So Errol, thanks for joining me to speak with our first ever duo together. I've been in that chair, I've never been in this chair before.
Okay,
so,
how's it feel?
I'm a bit nervous, I'll be honest, but you're the coolest man in Redmen TV, so your coolness is kind of oozing.
We'll hold it down. We'll hold it down.
You've got this nail, mate. You can guide me through it. You can guide me through it. So, Errol, just like I say, in terms of the Reds today, then it's when you play anyone at home, you expect to win, especially when it's not one of your title rivals. Liverpool will be expecting 3 points, but Brighton have been a good team all season. They're fifth in the league. They haven't conceded many goals, so 9 goals in 9 games. And 4 of those came against Manchester City. So before that, 5 from 8. So the flip side of that is Liverpool have scored goals for fun. And we've got the best player in the world. So what are your thoughts going into it? Any nerves at all? Or are you quite confident in the Reds today?
I'm fairly confident. We did the team news just before, and we've put out a strong side, and I think it goes back to that kind of creating that energy and atmosphere at the moment. Anfield needs to be a fortress, so beating a good capable side of Brighton that play, I like the manager as well. They play good football. They're not just going to sit, don't get me wrong, they'll come with a defensive plan unlike Man U potentially, do you know what I mean? But they won't just sit back and look to just hit long balls. They will try and play through us. They will have nice little pretty patterns of play and stuff like that. So we'll have to be on our A game, but games like this are just a perfect tee up for the midweek game next week for me. It's just about keeping that rhythm and that momentum going forward. So keep Anfield a fortress, and I am expecting 3 points, I can't lie. Yeah,
to be fair, like I was looking, I had the opposition preview earlier on the week over on Redmen Plus, and I was speaking to Ryan Adsett, Brighton fan, and he said he thinks they're going to come and defend a bit, but Brighton can interchange between a back 5 and a back 4, and he was convinced they're going by a back 4. Now, looking at the teams, we don't know for certain, but most of the places I've been in, I've done a bit of Twitter searching before, looks like they are going to play a back 4 with and I've got the one up here just for example. So yeah, they've got Cucurella, Dunk, Duffy and Velman, and then they've got Lallana, Basuma and Moder as like a midfield 3, Solly, Margin, Wepo on the left, and then Trossard on his own up front. We don't know how it's going to play. There's no Neil Maupay, for example. If you go down to their substitutes bench, they're basically their 2 strikers, Neil Maupay and Alex McAllister, pretty much those 2 who are fit and available at the moment, are both on the bench. They haven't played Tariq Lamptey, who's a more attacking fullback. So it looks like I'm not completely sure, but they've gone for a more expansive formation, but with less expansive players. It's almost whoever it's going to be a false 9. So like you say, it looks like they're going to come with a game plan, and it looks like it's going to be one that's a solid defensive. Can you break us down? And to be fair to Liverpool, they have broke everyone down this season pretty much.
Yeah. And I think in all fairness, when you look at that, it doesn't suggest that they are going to try and use a target man then and just pump balls up and try and hit us in that respect. So you might be right when you say that they are probably going to come and be a little bit more compact and try as much as they possibly can. Again, obviously after that 4-1 drumming, that's not Brighton's style. So again, from Graham Potter's perspective, it is now right. Not necessarily damage limitation, but we've come up against the 2 big hitters in the league. Let's not start leaking goals and letting that become part of our psyche moving forward. So I think he'll probably just be looking to try and dampen our spirits in that sense and kind of limit us to as many opportunities as possible.
Yeah, for sure. And we heard the Graham Potter. It was a bit accidental partage, I'll be honest. When he got asked, is Mo Salah, the best in the world? And I think he called them the out of this world or something. It was very accidental partridge, but it goes to show the respect that we've got, and that every single team's game plan now is going to be, how do we stop the lad who's standing on Liverpool's right wing? So as it looks, again, compared to what we think, it looks like Lallana's going to be over that side with obviously Cucurella, the fullback, and Wepo as well. Double, even triple, and Mo Salah. Even then, I'll be honest, even if they triple team him, we've seen him, the 2 goals that he scored, he goes round all the way.
Yeah.
It looks like he's on the crest of a wave. 10 in a row, Salah scored 10 in a row. Hopefully he can get to 11. I suppose when you've got that guy in your team, Errol, like there's no reason to be worried or scared about anything. Going into get any team, anyone.
No, especially when it's his output. He scores goals, so when you're thinking about who's going to create chances, he's doing it all at the moment. Yeah. So for us, in terms of goals at the minute, aren't really a concern, and I'm quite confident in our defence, the way that we've been playing, and the lads that are actually fit and capable now that we've got that full defence in full complement back. Teams have to. It's great getting back to that point where I remember, definitely over the season ago, where we was looking and you'd be thinking, a team can score 1. But are they going to have the ability to score 2 and 3? Because that's what it's going to take for you to beat us. We've got to a point now where we will almost likely score 2 or 3 ourselves on any given day. So you have to score 3 or 4 to try and beat us. And I think we're starting to get back into that little purple patch as a team. But as you said there, if they're going to triple up on Mo Salah, how much space is Bobby Firmino going to get today? How much space is Mane going to get on the other wing? So it's a dangerous game to play, really, when you're putting all your eggs into let's just stop Mo Salah, because you kind of neglect the other threats that are in this Liverpool team. And again, Naby Keita's in great form. The pass from Jordan Henderson the other day to set up. There's so many components within this side at the minute where you're looking at it and you're thinking, it doesn't matter. We can hit you all over the pitch from set pieces. We can hit you from individual brilliance. We can hit you from waves of, like, you know, moments and waves, and the way we play with it. It's just going to be crazy, I think, in terms of trying to just stop one man. I think that's a mad approach.
Yeah, so do you think, given that they've just been hammered by City, I was thinking the other day about this. Brighton they went into that City game full of beans. They were absolutely confident, and they had a little bit of a go.
Yeah.
Didn't quite work. And like you mentioned before, they're not going to want to get snotted twice. So it looks like we've almost, you know, Man City got those 3 points, but they've also maybe that give Liverpool a little bit more of a dig in the fact that the lads who you're going to come up against now, they're probably going to go a bit more conservative, like say, almost playing with a false 9. They're going to come to Anfield. Like, it feels like we're bearing the brunt of the scars that Man City inflicted on them. Yeah. But again, listen, Liverpool have shown in the Jurgen Klopp era, come and power us all you want, we'll find a way. There's enough goal scorers in this team. And what I would say, and I don't know if you agree, is that we've always wondered, is there enough goals in this Liverpool midfield? The man you mentioned before, Naby Keita, now obviously got the goal at United, got the wonder goal, Crystal Palace, the volley, wasn't it, after when the header comes out and stuff. He had the one in the Europe as well, pretty much the exact same goal in Madrid. We have got a goal scorer in midfield, and it could be a big game for Naby to, if they are parking that bus, like he might have to bit more Naby magic.
And Curtis Jones as well in that respect. I think you know, he's got that ability where he likes to dribble and just drive with the ball, and I think that's probably going to become a key thing if it's not that plan where they're just all going to, you know, gang up on Salah and they just are extra conservative and more compact, then it might just be someone running from that midfield and just running in behind, you know, past Bobby or whatever it is, just to draw out a defender, pull them out of position a little bit, pull them apart. I think we've got that. I think even Jordan Henderson in the 6, you know, playing, he's a bit like a quarterback the way he plays that role. I mean, Fabinho can kind of just, he's like a pendulum. He just keeps it moving and just everything's just dead smooth and crisp. But with Jordan Henderson, he still likes to impact the game from that position and make sure that he's still having an impact. So I'm happy with the way that midfield is, even though it's pretty bare bones, if that makes sense. You know, if all of them were fit right now, would this be the starting midfield? There's probably a discussion or a debate. Exactly. Fabinho would definitely be in there, and obviously that moves where Henderson would be. But in terms of the form, you know, Curtis Jones, when he came on at Old Trafford the other day, he looked really good. Yep. Obviously, Naby Keita was having the game of his Liverpool career up until he was stretched off. So I'm happy with the components that we've got in this midfield, and we always say, you know, if we can win that midfield battle, we've got as good a chance as any of making sure that we're securing those 3 points. So for me, that is going to be really key today, because obviously we spoke about it in the team build-up and stuff. They've got Basuma in there, and we know what he's capable of doing, and he's got the legs, he's got the engine. He's quite dynamic in the way that he plays as well. So we've got to make sure that we're levels above their midfield today if we want to get the 3 points.
Yeah, for sure. I suppose, again, I was looking the other day, but, you know, there's been a lot of debate in recent weeks, months, whatever, about Liverpool squad depth, and bear in mind the injuries we've got. And so after so Milner, Thiago, Elliott, Fabinho, obviously there's another one. Like, looking at Liverpool's bench, it looks, obviously the Kelleher's out as well, so Adrian's the sub goalie, but then, you know, Gomez and Matip and Chamberlain and Tsimikas and Minamino and Origi, and again mentioned there, Diogo Jota probably the standout one, and young Tyler Morton gets a well-deserved call up based on his midweek performance, and the one against Norwich where I thought he was excellent as well. It looks like there's options there for Jurgen, even with a depleted bench. Yeah. You're looking for a goal. Well, there's Diogo Jota, or you need a bit of drive from midfield. Well, Oxlade-Chamberlain's there,
and he's looked a lot better in recent weeks. Since the last international break. I'd say Ox has stepped up his level. Now, is that a step up enough to want him to start at this moment in time?
Jurgen thinks not. Yeah.
Exactly. But in terms of when we've needed him and he's come on as an impact, I think the start of the season he might have just been a bit rusty. If that's probably the right expression. He probably wasn't up to speed at certain things. But he looks like when you do throw him on now after like 60 minutes. 65 minutes, whatever it might be, he looks like he's capable of doing a half-decent job for us. He seems to be coming in up to speed with the games that he's been thrown into. So I've got no concerns in that respect about Ox getting on the pitch, and he is another good option for us when he's on form.
Yeah, for sure. So I've got a member here, DJ Phoenix, says good luck. His first team member said good luck and all the best lads scoring goals. Fair enough, DJ. I'm going to give him a quote. What quote? I reckon he can have, "Oh, you beauty." Go on, have a bit of "Oh, you beauty."
Oh, you beauty.
That's just for you, pal. That is just for you. So yeah, the team's out on the pitch now. Anfield looks very, very full. We're just seeing the pictures of Brighton in there, and again, full end. Hopefully they're sitting down quiet for the next half hour to 45 minutes while Liverpool rampant. Here comes Jordan leading a merry bunch of absolute legends onto the field in a very, very nice tracksuit top. Mo Salah, the best player on the planet, comes out last as he often does as well.
He just looks so blasé, just so chill. It's like, oh yeah, here we go again.
They're at the office for the best footballer on the planet, and Mike Dean follows them out.
But everyone else looks so focused in that little picture that everyone was walking out. They all look so focused, and Mo Salah just looks like there's no weight on his shoulders or not, and he's just kind of just swagger, just walking through the cut, man. It's good to see.
He is. He's a very calm man. Looking for the team news here, and you mentioned him, and it's something we sometimes neglect because of how good he is. Errol is the goalie, Alisson. Like, he's had issues against Brighton in the past. I think back to the time, from the good point of view, when he chips that lad in his debut. The bad part was he gets sent off for the handball, which was never great and stuff. But we do sometimes forget about him. Like, he doesn't get appreciated enough. Like, we talk about the United game and stuff. We saw, he closes Fernandes down, and Fernandes bottles one. Yeah. He has the Ronaldo one where he saves. Like, hopefully he's not too busy today, but it must give those defenders so much confidence when they turn around and think, even if they can get past all of us, they've still got to be that fella there. That must be such a relief off their shoulders.
And without a recognised centre forward in the starting 11 that they've put out, you'd say that task's even more difficult then. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You've got to find those corners if you've got any chance of beating him. I just think he's one of them goalkeepers for me that no matter, it doesn't seem like he knows, not only like does he know his job, but it doesn't matter whether it's the first minute or it's the 95th minute. Any ball that goes into that box and there's a chance that he has to read it and save it and react to it, he's on it like a fly on shit, mate, because he's just got that air of confidence about him, and he's got all that ability. And I just think we've had goalkeepers in the past and we've been dominating games, and a team will just like catch us out on the break, beat our defence, get through, and they'll have one chance and one goal. And you always know that one chance, one goal, and that was just the way we could write a script for a lot of our games a couple of years ago. Yeah. But since this guy's come in, those moments have still happened, because you can't shut out a team all the time for 90 minutes. But he'll step up and he'll keep it at 1-0, or he'll keep the clean sheet. And I think he gets just as much out of those clean sheets as Salah does out of his goals. So, you wouldn't be stupid if you put money on him to, take the Golden Glove this season, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He's just a world-class goalkeeper, world-class football. We've got tons of them. Interesting there, just looking on the graphic we've just seen. We mentioned before that we think Brighton might have been playing a back four. Well, the graphic on the TV there had them as a back three.
Okay.
So they had Veltman playing as a third centre-half with, like, Solly March just playing more of a right wing-back. So we'll soon see when it kicks off. We'll know pretty quickly, but that will be interesting as well. To be honest, I've always fancied Liverpool against back threes. I've always felt it lets Trent get. It's hard for that wing back to have. You've got to mark Mo Salah and Trent, or does the person coming out? Do they come out and then have to expose to the centre half to mark Mo Salah and stuff? So just looking there now, they're paying their respects at the ground at the moment. Obviously, we are coming to a few days away from Remembrance Sunday, and obviously there's no games at Anfield before then in terms of the Premier League. So both sides and both teams here, and dignity from both sides, are observing what looks to be a minute's silence as well, which is nice. It looks like it's being very, very well observed by everyone there at Anfield, and rightly so as well. By the way, I've never been to Anfield and heard any disturbances in these type of things. We'll just let this play out a little bit. Members of the armed forces here in attendance as well. I'm guessing they were invited by Liverpool, which is a very, very nice touch.
Yeah. I always find it, a little bit weird how quick once you get to this point in the season, I feel like we're in the thick of it.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you start to see the poppies on the kits and that, it's like, right, the season is underway. Do you know what I mean?
Games are coming thick and fast. It's going to be cold. Like it's Premier League football, isn't it?
This is it, yeah.
Saturday 3 o'clock that we very rarely get, but for some reason I always feel like we get a lot of these more in October, November, because post Christmas, touch wood, Liverpool are usually flying high, and every game wants to be on a Sunday afternoon or on Monday night or something. So yeah, these 3 o'clocks are a rarity for us, but it's. Like I say, I'm with you. As soon as you see the poppies and you see the cold weather and stuff, it does remind you like pure Premier League action. The action is coming thick and fast as we look now. Players from both sides taking the knee, and Liverpool are kicking off, and here we go. Big ball forward straight away towards the left. It's cut out and to throw into Liverpool over on that left-hand side, which Andy Robertson obviously will take. Nice view of Jürgen there, glassesless Jürgen as we now see him.
Still not used to that.
No, it's very strange, isn't it? It's very strange. So there's Kanate. Yeah, he's a big old fella, Errol. I mean, like, before you talk about anything else, just fit. Look at him on that pitch. He's next to Van Dijk there, and he looks bigger than Virgil. He's very broad. He's a big fella. Liverpool already doing. Oh, Bobby Firmino goes a little back heel and cut out, and there goes the Liverpool press already. And Brighton are doing well. To be fair to Brighton, they've got out of it well, and they are attacking down the right-hand side of Liverpool's left. Ball through into the box, but Alisson's there straight
away.
Yep.
Just scoops
two runners, but there you say, we saw earlier, didn't we? We wondered about runners and how attacking Brighton are going to be. To be fair, then they broke with numbers there. There's 3 or 4 making long busting runs, but look at that line. They've got a 5 across the midfield there, and they are very, very, what's the word? They are not deep. No. They are going to press Liverpool. Yeah, big long ball over the top. Header backwards. Ooh!
Keeper just got
that's good goalkeeping, not bad defender. A bit lucky. Shane Duffy flicks the ball back to his goalie, who was only 2 yards behind him. I mean, that could have been a disaster. But fair play to Shane Duffy, they got away with it.
Yeah, he definitely did there. I don't think that was in.
I think the goalie was coming out for that, and he wasn't expecting the header. It could have beat him. It could have been a very, very early own goal, but thankfully for Liverpool, thank you for Brighton. Unluckily for Liverpool, it's not. Big hoof forward by the Brighton goalie. Big Kanate
head on it, wins it down over to the right hand side for us. Trent's on the ball.
Big long ball by Trent, unfortunately, goes straight through to the Brighton goalkeeper. So, yeah, you see before it said that they're playing 3 at the back, but looking at, again, we haven't seen a great angle, but it looked like a 4 at the back there for Brighton, see? That looks more like a 4 than a 5, but like it's hard to say when the ball's in transition, but it's one certain to keep an eye on. Run through, Brighton through. There's a lad through. He's in the penalty area on the left-hand side.
Doesn't look like he's going to be offside.
What's he going to do? Good save by Alisson, and the flag stays down. We thought he might have been offside there, but he absolutely wasn't, and Liverpool were cut open a bit too easily there. Solly March had a chance on Brighton left, Liverpool's right, but he fired, and it was a very, very good save by Alisson, and there's a warning for Liverpool, Errol.
But that's what I was saying before. You know, he prides himself on those clean sheets, and 2 minutes into the game, and he's pulling out big stops like that.
Again, we didn't see the replay. I just presumed that guy was going to be flagged offside at some point, but he wasn't. So he beat the offside trap. And we mentioned earlier about what Brighton's tactics are going to be. Well, Solly March got through. Probably should have scored, to be fair. It was a good save by Alisson, and his team's taking eternity for him to get the shot away there. But yeah, definitely a warning sign.
I think he had to work the angle for himself. I think he was a little bit wider than he would have liked. So he's had to kind of cut back in to try and get the angle he wanted. And by that point in time, I feel like Alisson had it covered.
Yeah, for sure.
Comfortably.
So here we go. Here we go with the red. So here we go. It's Virgil van Dijk has got the ball at the back. Long ball forward. Great ball to Mo Salah. Mo Salah on the right hand side. Squares up his man. Mo Salah, ball across. Shot!
Oh!
Jordan Henderson! What a goal!
What a goal!
Oh, the captain delivers. It was a wonderful ball by Van Dijk. Out to Mo Salah. Mo Salah, the best player in the world, squares up his man. Tees one to the edge of the box for Jordan Henderson. We often see him do that curling cross, but no, Jordan went for goal and found the far corner. 3 minutes in, and it's Liverpool 1.
The quarterback,
Albion 0.
The quarterback with the touchdown right there. Woo.
Seeing the replay here, so big switch out by Virgil.
Touch by Salah there.
Really good by Mo Salah. Squares
takes it away from his defender. First time, just curls it in.
Wonderful, wonderful finish by Jordan Henderson. It really was. Cucurella gets the ball. Nowhere near that, was he? Great strike by Henderson. Goalkeeper doesn't even dive. Perhaps he should have, Errol, but to be fair, Henderson put a lot of venom on that strike.
A lot of whipping there. Mate, You said it though about goals from midfield right before we kicked off, and do we have them? Those late runs into the box like that, and Salah being able to pick him out.
Yeah, we're just seeing the chance, by the way, of Solly Marsh was onside. He is forced a bit left, and Andy Robertson does well to close the angle. To be fair, there wasn't a lot for him to shoot at it. Yeah,
in the end.
Robertson does really well actually, because Robertson basically says if you're going to score, you're going to have to go near post where Alisson is. It's a very good save by Alisson, to be fair, but yet going to the goal, we see the value once again. With that big Virgil van Dijk switch. We missed that so much last season. For defensively, we missed them. Also in attack, and we saw the value of it there.
Yeah, no, that was literally one of our trademark kind of attacks. 2 seasons ago, he'd play that big long ball. Salah'd get on the end of it, or Mane. We've seen it, Mane getting on the end of it. You know, in Bayern Munich, those type of balls over the top. It's direct, but it just gets our lads quick. Do you know what I mean? It just gets them in behind straight away. It takes out all of their midfield as well. It was a brilliant ball from Van Dijk, and I think Salah does good as well, just to get his head up.
Yeah, for sure.
He looks at it, he says, right, it's a bit too early to try and take mad shots from mad angles. I'll put the ball across the box. We had runners, and you know, the rest is history after Hendo just hit it like that.
Go Liverpool again, so Naby Keita pressing, ball out wide, Alexander-Arnold in the attacking third, he crosses, back post, oh, it's cut out, Liverpool had men over. We're going to get a second bite at the cherry for Trent. What's he going to do? Lays it off, Keita, was it? Yeah, Keita, I'm going backwards.
The one thing is, I'd say though, it doesn't change Brighton's game plan.
No.
Because I think they wouldn't have wanted to just sit back anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't think they would have been like damage limitations.
No, for
so
sure.
I think they'll probably still just go for it a little bit more now.
Yep, so Liverpool got the ball comfortably in the Brighton half. Just Virgil van Dijk knocks it to Trent in the D, forward to Henderson, on to go ball in, back post, Naby Keita crossed. Andy Robertson was making a late run into the box, but unfortunately the ball was about a yard more out of his reach. What I noticed there, Ellen, I don't know if it's just a pattern of play thing, but we always associate Naby Keita playing on that left-hand side, but we've seen him popping up a lot on the right here.
At the minute, yeah.
We've seen him popping up on the right, but yeah, the ball doesn't go in.
Can you see that on your screen there?
We're just getting a bit of wear from games elsewhere that Crystal Palace have gone 1-0 up against Manchester City with Wilfred Zaha. That's just come through on our feeds as well. But yeah, so that's interesting. We'll keep an eye on them games as we do.
I think it's really important. The 3 o'clock kickoffs today, us, City and Chelsea are all playing at the same time.
Yeah,
there was
very rare.
There was no margin for error today. It felt like a must win, just because we want to just keep that pace with the rest of the challengers. So the fact that we've got off to a flying start, I just hope we can kind of keep this same level of intensity now through to the next 80 odd minutes, and I know we should be fine. The way we've started, Brighton do look like they can get in behind and cause us a little bit of problems. We haven't had another good look at their opening chance to kind of see what we could have done better ultimately. But I think if we just keep playing this way, I think we're definitely going to have too much
dangerous going forward. Yeah. We obviously scored the goal. We had that chance there
with our first chance of the game.
Pretty much, yeah. We've looked as potent as ever, haven't we?
And it's nice to see us getting early goals again. Like we went through a period last season where I know we could hardly buy a goal, but getting those early goals and just settling the nerves in the crowd now, being able to just enjoy it and kind of keep that atmosphere up for a little bit longer rather than it getting nervy. I think
Liverpool playing the ball around
plays
Henderson.
A big factor.
Henderson's pressed and Brighton come away with it down their left. Liverpool pressing, hard work. Bobby Firmino was outdone, but foot in by Trent, and Liverpool have got the ball with Virgil van Dijk, who sweeps it out to Andy Robertson, and off go Liverpool on a semi-counter attack. Ball fired into Mane, switches on. He was looking for Mo Salah, but it was cut out. Forced to Trent.
Meg's on as well.
Little Meg from Trent on the way to Firmino, Henderson, Mo Salah to Bobby again, and Liverpool are looking like they're keeping the ball very, very well past this Brighton
tight
press.
Spaces as well.
Really good from the Reds. Trent goes for the cross, and it's a corner
and they'll take the corner.
Liverpool. Yeah, I do. I'm noticing the live chat. Yes, we are about the timing of the game and stuff. We are about a minute behind. If you want to pause your feed, our clock is on the bottom, the clock that we're seeing. So if you want to pause, if your TV coverage is ahead of us, and then sync it up, feel free to do so. Yeah, it's just the way our satellite feed is today. We are getting it as quick to you as we can, but that's just one of those things. Anyway, corner to Liverpool to be taken
by Trent
on the right-hand side. Ball comes in, hits the first man, easily cleared.
Not the best corner there.
No, it was Trent, so he ruined that one, because it was not one of his best at all. And the ball is back in the D with Andy Robbo. Curtis Jones deep in the, well, goes back into the Liverpool half now. Virgil stayed up for a while. I think he wanted the big long ball forward there.
Yeah, he did.
It wasn't coming.
He's
so
worked his way back, hasn't he?
Yeah, he was open for a big long. He liked scoring against Brighton, but yeah, he wasn't getting one there. He was looking for a big hoof. I don't think we hoof it anymore, Virg. I don't think we're in that style of play yet. Remember, we used to throw Joe Matip on a game up front sometimes. Thank God we're not doing that anymore. Liverpool comfortable in possession. At the back, Curtis Jones. It does look like Keita's playing very close to Mo Salah, which is a bit which is a little bit different than usual. Fair play. Here he is now on the ball. Actually, Mane cuts inside, lays it off to Trent.
Why wouldn't you just play him in midfield though? He just
it's that inside right position. Is it? You can the development of Trent Alexander-Arnold. Errol, he is no longer hugging the touchline on the right. That's Mo Salah's job.
Yeah.
Trent is almost like that fourth midfielder, and we just saw it again there. Just seeing a live shot of Yves Bissouma there. Obviously, a lot of focus on him. Liverpool caught out. Right, 3-on-3.
Jones there.
Jones gives it away. Brighton in the attack.
They've got numbers as well.
They wasted that one. It was a 3-on-3. Ball sloppily given away in midfield by Curtis Jones. Adam Lallana was on the
shot
break.
As well.
It was a poor effort from Adam Lallana, to be fair. Ball into Jones. He is.
They pressed us really well, though. They pressed us really well there, and they bullied us. Three men all over Curtis Jones there. But again, that is a wasteful.
What I would say is that the striker's run in front of Lallana. He ran offside,
yeah.
So Lallana couldn't pass to me. He had no option but to shoot, and it wasn't a very good effort from Lallana. But yeah, there's a warning for Curtis. You can't be doing that. There's Mo Salah at the other end.
Again. He's
on the right-hand side. You've got that same fella squared up. What's he going to do this time? Cross towards the back post. He's overhit it. Robertson was there. And Mo Salah kicks the turf in disappointment. We know we can do a lot better. That I think it is it's Cucurella, isn't it? The left-back over there, the left wing-back. He's having a torrid time. He's been caught out by 2 wrong balls. Mo Salah stands him up. He sends him for the echo. Salah's cross. It wasn't even close, that one, Errol. It's about 4 yards over it in the end.
Yeah, I think it's a struggle for any left back in the Premier this season. I think they're all looking at it and thinking, can't be arsed going to work today. when you know they're coming up against Salah, they just like swerve it. But no, I think
turned him into a pretzel twice, hasn't he? The long ball caught him out twice, to be fair. And that's the issue when you play wing backs, if he is against Liverpool, is that you can be caught out. It's a hard position to be playing in.
But that's it. I think we just need to settle it down now. Just keep playing those patterns of play that we saw a couple of minutes ago. I thought that was really good work by us. I think everyone was getting touches. I just love the way we just recycle the ball so effectively more than anything else, because we haven't really got like a mazy dribbler that just wants to like take on 4 or 5 men outside the box. Yeah. It's just the way that we pop the ball around players. I think it looks better because everybody just gets 1 or 2 touches and they're just knocking it in and around. So if we can get more of possession like that, I think we will be able to just cut these lads open.
The ball is back from Van Dijk to Alisson, who kicks up long towards Sadio Mane, who is adjudged to have fouled his defender. Free kick to Brighton. Mike D was quick on the whistle there. I'm not sure if it was a foul. We'll never know because it doesn't look like they're going to show us a replay. Let's just presume it wasn't, and Mike Dean's a bit of a blurt.
John O says left backs are calling in sick all season.
It's true. Yeah. Oh, Liverpool play fixture list. Oh, Liverpool. Oh no. Oh no. I've got a chat here from Perry. He says Ste songs. Okay, let's have a little think. Errol, anyone you're into? Let's have a little look at this first, actually, because Liverpool are pressing Brighton. Trent is I think Trent's got nutmegged, actually, to be fair. And Brighton are comfortable in. Oh no, Bobby's taking it off them.
Press again.
And the ball's back with their goalie. So yeah, let's have any requests, Errol?
Where was your little dance one we want?
Let's go. Let's give the Jordan Henderson. He scored the goal.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Was Hendo's goal good? It was good.
So yeah, basically when the ball goes laid back to Henderson, he often does that whipped cross to the back post. It was a bit like that, except he scored with it. Like,
but he meant it. He fully.
Yeah, it wasn't a fluke. He went for the shot. It was a great ball by Van Dijk. Mo Salah stands it up, lays it back to Henderson, and Henderson just found the. It wasn't the top corner. I wonder if the goalkeeper could have done better, but he didn't half strike it with a lot of curl. Yeah. We mentioned before.
I don't think the keeper was expecting the first time shot though. I think you're probably expecting that looping cross in it.
Yeah, Henderson often does. Liverpool are pressed again by Veltman, who fouls Kurt Jones on the halfway line. It looks like Brighton see Kurt Jones as the press and trigger point here. Every time he gets the ball, he's been the one they're going for. Maybe that's something they've identified in in their meetings. It does look like as soon as Curtis gets the ball, they are swarming around him.
Well, again, it's good. That was a
loose ball by Salah.
Yeah,
it's playing around in the midfield. Brighton have got the ball.
They just swarmed.
Konate's going on a bit of a Matip run, and Liverpool have lost the ball, and here come Brighton. It's 3 against 3 again. 3 against 3. There's a shot from the... Oh, it's at the post!
What an
hit the post! Did Alisson get a touch? It was Yves Bissouma. Like I say, Liverpool lost the ball needlessly in midfield. Konate ran out. It was all a bit of a mess. So yeah, Konate runs. They're dispossessed. It bobbles around. And Yves Bissouma, who takes the ball, he's allowed to run and run and run. He runs to the edge of the Liverpool box and... it's a big shot. It hits the post. Does Alisson get a touch?
He does.
I think he does. It's a wonderful save by Alisson. Absolutely glorious save. It's a corner for Brighton. And Alisson Becker saves Liverpool for the second time in the game. Corner comes in, headed clear. Brighton going to be able to recycle it. It's going backwards towards their halfway line. They've still got the ball, but 2 big let-offs for Liverpool. They're living nothing else. Brighton have shown they've got a bit of an attacking intent.
Yeah, they've got a plan, as we were saying before. You know, they're not going with that typical centre forward, but they've got a plan, and they are. I wouldn't say they're executing it right now, but they're sticking to the guns. You know, that goal that we said before hasn't persuaded them from continuing to go for it. Look, they're going again now, and they're going with numbers when they're breaking on us. I think he was right when you identified about Curtis Jones as well being their trigger point for their press. So it needs to wake up, but again, it's going to be another experience for him that he's going to have to kind of overcome over the course of this game.
That game, we'll come back to actually, because Brighton are on the attack, but Mane cuts out a pass and Liverpool have a chance to counter now.
Does really
so it's
well
Naby Keita and Liverpool are on the counter. It's 4 against 4. It's Mo Salah. It's through. Oh, come on. No! Bobby Firmino. Oh. Mo Salah slipped Bobby Firmino through on the left-hand side in the penalty area. We'll see it again here. So yeah, it's a good ball. Keita throws to Mane, to Salah. Salah puts it through. Firmino to the first. He just scuffs it over the bar. The goalkeeper was coming out. He did have to hit it first time. Technically, Errol, he gets that all wrong, and it skies into the stands.
That was a glorious chance. I think the keeper committed early when you just looked at that replay there as well. So he could have had a little bit of cheekiness about him and just took it around the keeper.
Even a little dink.
A little dink as well. Anything but that shot was piss poor.
We're just seeing a replay again of Alisson's it's a fingertip save. For those who aren't seeing the game, it literally little touch onto the post and keeps Liverpool in it. That got just seen the replay of Liverpool's chance there. Virgil van Dijk in the background had his arms up. He was celebrating. He thought it was a goal, and it really should have been. To be fair, it's a bad miss by Bobby Firmino. Let's hope that doesn't come back and bite.
I'm glad we weren't celebrating because they would have clipped that. It just shows the chances that we can create, though.
Yeah, and go through them like a knife through butter, didn't we?
And Keita as well. Then
here he goes again. It's
central
Naby.
to it.
1-2
on this right hand side.
Liverpool are on the attack. It's Salah again. Yep, they swarming around him, but Mo Salah's dancing through them all again.
He's still got it.
He's going towards our corner flag to Firmino, who crosses. No one in there because it was Bobby Firmino putting the cross in where Bobby Firmino needed to be, and it goes straight through to the goalkeeper. Naby Keita's down here. It looks like an injury. I'm not sure what's happened. It was a kick or a pull, but Naby Keita is sitting down. Look, he's holding his shin, and that's the area that he did get injured last week. So I don't know if he's just felt the bruise or what. Liverpool could be forced into an early change here. We'll find out, and if so, we're guessing it's Ox, aren't we? The Ox is out warming up just in case. It looked like he was getting stripped off then, so I'm not sure if Keita is going to be able to continue. We are watching Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Pep Linders having a chat. It looks like Liverpool might be about to be forced into an early substitution. We'll keep our eyes
playing well as well. He was starting to...
Yeah, he's coming on. Ox is stripping off. Keita's down. I don't know what it is. He's holding... It looks like his hamstring. It looks like he's holding his hamstring there.
For fuck's sake.
It's such unlucky for Naby Keita because...
Yeah, he's coming off.
Yeah, he's devastated. He's holding his face. He's gutted. He just gets away with one last week. But yeah, Naby Keita is definitely...
It's always them innocuous ones as well. You get crunched like that and you're back 6 days later. I mean, he is walking off this week, which is a more positive sign, but you can see it in his face, the anguish. He looks wounded. He's
gutted, bless him. Yeah, he's coming off. And Anfield stands to clap Naby Keita, and rightly so.
I think that's just the respect for the hard work that he's put in up until this point this season, though. I think there's a lot of admiration for the fact that, you know, a lot of fans within the fan base have kind of counted them down and out, but he's kind of got back up and proved. So I hope he can continue to do that, because we know he's going to have injury problems, but we know how class he can be when on his day.
Yeah, Naby's often he's going straight down a tunnel with the medical team. Yeah, like I say, he gets stretched off last week. This one looks a bit worse. Like he's obviously had to go off. Anyway, we'll crack on. Oxlade-Chamberlain on, Naby Keita off.
Big chance for Ox though. We were saying before.
Yeah, here's your chance now. If you want, he's going to play. He's got 3 games now, probably depending on the fitness of Thiago and Fabinho going ahead. Yeah, so it's big chance for Oxlade-Chamberlain.
This is threadbare midfield though. Like, we are back to reminiscent of last season already, but with our midfield. So hopefully it clicks him again. Yeah. The one thing I don't particularly worry about, it doesn't change the way we play in midfield. No. I think we had to change and adapt the way we played defensively last year, just because we didn't have Virgil van Dijk being able to do those switching balls and stuff like that, and we didn't have the legs of a Matip there either. So personally, I think the midfield will still be okay.
We are literally down to our last 3 midfielders, though, and they're all on the pitch now.
Yeah.
If you look at the bench, it's Tyler Morton who's left. Like, Liverpool are, we've gone from having 8, we're down to 3, 5 of them are out now. It's mad how things can change so quickly, yeah. So we've got no Thiago, no Fabinho. Obviously, we've just lost Naby Keita, we've lost Milner, and we've lost Harvey Elliott. Anyway, here come Liverpool again. The best player in the world passes to Trent Alexander-Arnold, and he goes back to Konate, and Liverpool are going to rebuild from there. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Chamberlain has taken up he's taken up the same position where Keita was. I thought maybe him and Jones might have switched, but there's been none of that. Here go Liverpool again with Sadio Mane. Andy Robertson passes back to Andy Robertson, from Kurt Jones.
To Hendo.
And here goes Jordan Henderson's out wide again to Trent. Trent comes back. Yeah, Liverpool looks like they want to get their heads back in the game a little bit, keeping a bit of possession. Brighton have been pressing, but they're not pressing right now. Ball through on the left. And it looks like, it's cut out, and that looks like it's going to be a corner. Robertson was played in, but Solly Marsh tracked them well. Concede a corner that Liverpool take short. We just see Konate making a long bust and run into the box there just before the short corner. You're going to have to run back in a second, pal. Trent's got the ball. Henderson. Ball goes wide. Liverpool got Kurt Jones over on the left. He plays in Andy Robertson on the touch line.
Scouser on the Whittle says Prem seems too physical for Naby.
Who knows, mate? We're not sure, are we? Like, he's missed training, you'd imagine, this week with the bruise and stuff. What can you do? It's a hamstring. Hamstrings go. James Milner's hamstring went the other day, and you would never say the Prem's too physical for James Milner.
Exactly.
It's just one. There's a lot of games and stuff, but that's worse. Like when you get kicked, you're thinking, well, there's nothing you can do with that. The muscle problems must be so frustrating for Naby Keita. Like you say, you can't legislate for someone volleying you. That seems to happen a lot. Virgil goes for the long ball. This time the left back cuts it out, and Brighton are able to hoof upfield. Van Dijk heads it back to Alisson, and Liverpool are comfortable in possession once again. So 22 minutes gone, halfway through the first half. It's Liverpool 1, Brighton 0. If you just join us, thank you very much. And as it stands, Liverpool are passing the ball around pretty much at the back. Again, it looks like for the last few minutes, Liverpool are just trying to take the sting out of it. And Brighton's press...
a little bit more control.
I was about to say, and Brighton's press has stopped a little bit. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, you're right, trying to get the edge back.
Managing the game as well.
Yeah. Ball, the top, Mo Salah! Oh! Good goalkeeping. The Brighton goalkeeper's quick off his line. Yeah, really well. And Mo Salah was in, but the goalkeeper comes out well and sweeps up. It is Sanchez, He's Spanish international now these days. He is. He's from what he was in the middle. He's Brighton's third choice goalie to now getting minutes for Spain. Yeah, it's
He was. I thought he was off the sick. He was really played well in that Arsenal game the other week, and then
ball out left. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt you there because the ball's out left with Kurt Jones near the corner flag.
Go on, Curtis.
Curtis Jones backwards to Robertson. Liverpool are playing comfortably around the back.
And then I was going to say, he had a stinker against Man City.
He did, mate. Yeah, he did.
Really did.
Just one of those. Bobby Firmino, Van Dijk with the ball to Konate. Konate passes to the right to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Drives. Crossing. Sadio Mane!
Yes!
Goal! Sadio Mane makes it 2-0 to Liverpool. What a header. We will, mate. We mentioned before Oxlade-Chamberlain with a chance to impress. Well, Oxlade-Chamberlain off the bench. Great ball in. Sadio Mane, we know, is so good in the air. Completely unmarked. Brighton will be asking questions, but Liverpool do not care one bit. 23 minutes gone, and it's Liverpool 2, Brighton 0. Have a little look at this, Ella. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's just nice to see Ox just going for the drive. No one's really pressing him. again, that pinpoint, I think they've identified as Curtis Jones. They just let Ox do what, 10, 15, 20 yards there maybe, and then he delivers a wonderful cross like that, pinpoint. Mane doesn't have to do nothing apart from get good contact with the ball and steer it towards goal, and boom.
Yeah,
Keeper has no chance.
Brighton lost him. They haven't got the centre half. He was completely unmarked. The goalie does come out, tries to make himself big, starfish, but it's a wonderful header. Fair play. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain has to impress, and he does.
Straight in there, up to speed with the game as well, and I think that's probably one of the things that I credited him before. It's impressed me how, when we've had to call him from the subs bench since the last international break, he's been delivering. He's been playing to a good level. I'm
going to play a Mane song, Errol. I'm going to let you pick. We've got Oh Mane Mane, or we've got Won It in Madrid. Go on, you can pick.
Won It in Madrid.
Won It in Madrid. Yeah. There we go.
DJ Phoenix says, get well soon, Naby. And yes, 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 goals, goals.
Is right. Trent Alexander-Arnold has the ball, switches it inside. Liverpool are through again. They go for the through ball this time. Brighton do well. I think that is Lewis Dunk who cut out. There was 2 Liverpool players trying to get on the end of that one.
Sometimes you look at this Brighton team, though, that they're like another, not like another Leeds, but they're almost in that kind of ilk where they're almost a perfect team for us to play. Do you know what I mean?
Because they're not that bad where they just absolute shit house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, they believe in their own ability. They like to have, you know, enough of the ball themselves, and they want to pass through the phases on the pitch and stuff like that. And I personally think when we're up on our form, they're the ideal team for us to beat.
I was going to go back to that one. So the ball gets played over the top. Virgil van Dijk kicks it up in the air himself and then goes back and heads it away himself. As calm as you like by the big fella there for sure.
James Gunn, Liverpool.
I don't think we can.
Liverpool are on a bender.
Yeah.
We'll score plenty of goals today.
We won't read the rest of that comment out there. I think we'll leave that one there. Anyway, let's move on.
Thanks for the super chat there.
Yeah, I appreciate that one, bud. We're not sure we can mention other such things for legal reasons. Anyway, here come Brighton on the attack. Down Liverpool's right. They are by Liverpool's corner flag. Oxlade-Chamberlain and Konate deal with that one. Mo Salah plays the Henderson and Liverpool are on the break. Oh, great touch by Bobby Firmino. Out wide to Robertson. No, it was a poor ball.
But Robertson doesn't. Oh, I thought he was going to.
Poor ball. Yeah, for those watching, by the way, on the watch along, we are 26 minutes and 33 seconds into the game. The clock at the bottom is pretty much telling you exactly where we are. So I know people all over the world have different times and stuff. There's a couple of years behind us, ahead of us, so try and sync up as best you can. Anyway, here come Brighton again. Big clearance by Konate. And yeah, Brighton are playing the ball around at the back quite comfortably as it stands.
That was what we were saying before as well. How do you try to stop us? Because we've got goals from all over the pitch, and so far the goals that we've scored have been from exactly that. Yeah. It's not been that one threat where you think, it's going to be Mo Salah's day.
Brighton attacking again. Then in the box is a very good turn. The run across the box. What's going to happen? There's a lot of space. Lots of space to the left back. Cross comes in. It's a header over the bar. It's a big chance. Brighton very much could have been back in the game there. They worked it really well. And I think it's Mwepu who ends up heading it over the bar. Yes, it is. Number 12. So it's a great chop back over there. The guy runs across I can't see who that is at the moment. Runs across the edge of the box. I think it's Trossard. Krella with the cross. In the middle of the box, just a little tiny bit too high from Mwepu, but he was in between 2 centre-halves and Liverpool get away with one. At the other end, Mo Salah. Mo Salah is crowded out. So Mane played him through 2 against 1. He tried to look, I think it was for Bobby Firmino. To be fair to Brighton, he defended well. But yeah, we got away with that other one at the other end there. But
absolutely.
Liverpool were caught open and it was very much nearly 2-1, Errol.
Yeah, they haven't looked like they've given up on this game yet, though.
No, mate, absolutely. They've got more than enough attacking threat. There they go again, yeah.
And you've played it through, but Van Dijk's going to get there.
As calm as you like.
He's going to win that race.
I feel like we haven't had time to pause for breath here. It's end to end. This one, isn't it? Blooming hell. So Joe Goddard, he says 2-0's nice, but I'm still hard from the 5-0. Go and see a doctor, pal. It's been over a week. I agree, it was a nice performance, but that's not right. Might stop him falling out of bed at least. Anyway, he's got a little kickstand there, but yeah, go and see a doctor, Joe. That doesn't seem all too healthy at all. Anyway, Liverpool are comfortable in possession over on the left-hand side with Andy Robertson deep in our own half. Yeah, Brighton's press. We mentioned the press earlier. Well, they're sitting back now, even though they're 2-0 down. I wonder if they're already...
They're trying to pick the moments now, aren't they? Yeah. I think they know that there's no point just pressing like madmen and just exerting all that energy because we've beat it a number of times and we'll just pick them off. But But I think that's what Graham Potter does well. I think it is in-game management for them. It's just, let's ride this period out and let's not do a Man U. Do you know what I mean? Let's not go into this game 4-0 down at half-time.
Game over.
And, you know, we're just coming out to just kind of show face in the second half.
Brighton on the attack.
The top there now.
They're going through. It's on the left-hand side. Cross comes into the Liverpool box. Too deep for everyone. Trossard, I think he might have been offside anyway, actually looking at it. Flag was up in the end. He let the cross come
Apparently
in.
Man City are getting ripped apart by Palace.
Well, we'll keep
Ste and Errol says that.
We'll keep our eye on that one. And we're hearing that Chelsea have had a goal disallowed as well in their game at the top of the Premier League. So as it stands, Liverpool are putting a marker down, and so far the other two teams have not been able to respond, but there's plenty of time left. And to be fair to the Reds, all we can do is concentrate on us. I like the fact that Graham Potter's got rid of his mod haircut, by the way. He was very much like Paul Weller for a while. I think he realised, can I be a professional football manager with that haircut? I know I'm not the one to talk about haircut, Errol. You've got a better hair than me. What are you thinking? Potter.
No, I like Graham Potter though. I
like him. I just think his hair looks better now than it did when he looked like it.
And he's got the beard. He looks a lot more groomed now. I feel like he's getting into that, like, I'm going to find me a little bit of swagger now. Do you know what I mean? I'm established in the Premier League a couple of seasons. It's time to like show off a bit of that money that I've been getting paid.
yeah. I'm a Premier League. I've gone from Ostersund's to Swansea to here. I am taking the dough and I'm going to use it on myself. Fair play, you be you. Liverpool again looking for Mo Salah, but it's cut out by the left back, Cucurella. And they are definitely playing the back four, which it took us half an hour, but it definitely looks like they are. So the graphic before the game that we put out was right. The TV were wrong, so 1-0 to us on that regard as well. Errol. We were spot on with our analysis. That's what you come here for. Forget them. Come to us. We've got this absolutely sussed. Half an hour gone, and it's 2-0 to the Reds. With Liverpool comfortable in possession with Virgil van Dijk.
LT Millie says, what are your thoughts on getting Leicester in the League Cup? Interesting.
Yeah, there was a lot of good teams left. The ideal draw, Sunderland. Yeah. Everyone else was pretty much of a muchness. I was happy we avoided Chelsea, and looking at how Leicester performed in recent weeks, they haven't been great. Yeah. I wonder if Brendan's looking at that thinking, I won the FA Cup last year.
I want to fancy this year.
I don't fancy us for top four, given the start we've had. They might go full strength against us, and that'll be tough. It comes in a busy period as well.
My only thing about that is I think we've had the Champions League sewn up by that point in time.
So you would hope so, yeah, and Liverpool could go strong, absolutely.
Yeah, we could go stronger, we could afford to, because that last Champions League group game.
Good pressing by Liverpool. It was Oxlade-Chamberlain again, putting himself about, won the ball back, but trying to look for Salah, but it went through straight to the goalie who clears. Oxlade-Chamberlain's he's only been on the field for 10 minutes or so, Errol, but he's making a big impact. He looks like he's really, really up for this one.
Well, yeah, he was probably, and to be fair, we said it. Klopp has said it himself that players are angry at the minute and pissed off. He might be in that camp.
He should be.
Yeah, well, he definitely should be. Do you know what I mean? So when he's getting the chances to play now, he's got to deliver. And first 10 minutes, he's provided an assist, and he's been very impactful on that press that we've been doing. And here we go again. Mane's got the ball again now.
Bobby Firmino shot! It's a good block.
That was a good block. Unlucky that he did the right thing there as well, letting it roll across his body to try and hit it first time.
Henderson presses up. Liverpool still maintain possession with Trent. Man on, Trent. Man on. Crosses, back post. Headed out before it gets to Robertson. It's going to fall to Mane on the turn. Mane goes to the turn. He's bundled out. Good defending. I think he was looking for a penalty. He was never going to get one. It was good defending. But Liverpool have got the press on. Brighton are deep by their own left-back corner flag. Where are they going to go? It's Ox again with the press. It's Bobby Firmino with the press, I should say. And now Mo Salah. The ball is literally on Brighton's goal line with the goal.
It is!
Sanchez is at the howler.
He's at the howler.
Oh, the press. Mane's not sure he's doing this. What's he doing? Does he think
I don't know. It couldn't have been a foul on the keeper, surely.
Does he think it hit his hand? Does he think he's offside? He's not completely sure. So what happened, by the way, just to let everyone know, the goalie had the ball.
He did that to Salah before, though, and Salah was close.
He had the ball literally on his line, so the ball is passed back from the Brighton, pretty much their corner flag. They go back to the centre half. Mo Salah puts the press on, plays it to Sanchez, who's on his own goal line. Doesn't seem, it hits Sadio Mane. Does it hit his arm? That's the question.
Yeah,
VAR are having a look as we speak. It's a big kick out. It does hit his arm. It bounces off his foot onto his arm. My guess is that's going to be disallowed.
Yeah.
I think
he gets away with it. If he gets away with that, that's.
It bounces off. It bounces off Mane's bottom of his leg.
His hands in a natural position, but
his hands on the floor. But yeah, I think
he can't do nothing about it. But at the same time, the ball doesn't go over the line if it doesn't hit his arm.
Yeah, let's see. So yeah, bounces off the underneath of his foot, does strike the arm before it bounces up. It looks like that goal is going to be disallowed. Yeah, goal is ruled out. Rightly so, it's handball. And Brighton, my word, Brighton got away with
that
one
explains that, yeah. I think
Sadio knew. We saw straight away give it that. He knew. Sanchez, you lucky boy.
You lucky bastard. You absolutely got away with that.
He was literally on his goal line. And I just don't think he looked. He didn't see the Mane press, and my word. If it hits Mane's foot and goes in, then it's a goal. But yeah, the fact that it bounced up and come off his arm. But yeah, so Brighton are going to have a...
Unfortunate that, though. It really is.
It was good pressing. And yeah, it was Mo Salah's press and Sadio Mane's press. But yeah, unfortunately, the goal has been disallowed.
But he got away with one when Salah pressed him about 2 minutes earlier.
Yeah, hopefully that puts the shits up him and we force him into another mistake. Because our goalie's been rock solid. Their goalie was anything but.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like Errol. The fact that it hit his foot, if it goes straight in the goal, it's a goal. But it bounced off the underneath his foot and just... Yeah, he knew nothing about this. Sadio Mane, his arm was down to keep himself
He was
up.
In a natural position. It wasn't like an intended handball.
Yeah,
it was just the ball doesn't cross the line if it didn't hit his hand.
Kurt Jones plays a bit of a hospital pass to Alisson there. Alisson has to no choice but to kick it out. Yeah. Of all the players, probably Kurt Jones is... We mentioned before, he's the press point. He pressed him again. He's the one who maybe needs to book his ideas up just a touch, maybe, because he's the one they're going for.
Yeah, again, you should take that as a compliment. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? That should force and draw out his A game because they are trying to do that.
Yeah.
Show them up. Let's beat that press through you. Do you know what I mean? And then we can we can be on the counter. So I think, Klopp will probably have a word in his ear in the half time in the changing rooms because we haven't got any other options in midfield. He's got to play. Yeah. So you've got to find an extra gear.
The only option really, you can bring Tyler Morton on, which isn't going to happen. You could bring Jota on and drop Firmino, but yeah, that's not ideal. No. Liverpool are going to go with it. Throw him to Brighton and it trickles through to Alisson. He throws it out wide to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh, Henderson went for the first handball through, but it was cut out.
Sean McDonald says anywhere else that wasn't handball, but the rule says if a goal is scored, whether deliberate or not, it's a handball.
And
good decision.
Enough, the rule's the rule. I don't think anyone's got much complaint about that one for sure. Brighton on the attack.
It's nice to be able to sit that and say that from a place of luxury when we're already 2-0 up.
Yeah.
Had this been a cagey game and that been a 90th minute or 80th minute potential winner, and then it gets ruled out, we'd probably be feeling a lot different. But at 2-0. Fair's fair.
To be fair, I can understand why Mike Dean missed that because it was very, very in the blink of an eye. I can't believe, by the way, they pass it back to him. He not want to. What happens is, for those not watching, Sanchez is looking from where the pass came from, and he doesn't realise that over his right shoulder, Mane, it was so unlucky by Sadio Mane. So unlucky. Yeah, Mo Salah celebrates, but Sadio Mane knew it hit his arm. Yeah. Sanchez, you lucky little boy, you got away with one there, son.
Connor in the super chat there, McMullen says, was Keita's injury bad? Didn't see it. The Reds.
Yeah, Connor, hamstring, it looked like he was holding the back of his thigh. We didn't really see him overexert. Basically, Liverpool on the attack, and next minute the ball went out and Naby was sat down. That's all we've seen.
Burnley is slapping Brentford. What's going on?
My God, 3-0 for those who aren't watching, but Burnley just scored the third on our feed there. Cornet again, he's been a very good signing for them. Anyway, back to the Reds, which you're all here for. Brighton have got the ball in their right back position. They've gone back to Sanchez. I'll tell you what, that wasn't far away. Gee whiz, he plays the ball to his fullback. If Mo Salah slides, he could have cut that out. I don't think Mo likes sliding, but if he did, he'd have had a chance there. He took a risk again. Anyway, it's worked out well for Brighton because they're on the attack. Van Dijk over there plays it back to Alisson. Calm as you like back to Virgil. But my God,
I love what you said as well before when it went over to the corner flag. He was like, "Where are they going to go from here?" He went straight
to the goalie in between his goal. Yeah, it's Curtis Jones with the ball on the left, plays it through. Robertson is forced out of it. It wasn't a great pass by Curtis. And Brighton are looking to counter, but Henderson... well done, captain. The captain puts a stop, gives it back to Alisson. Brilliant, gets a round of applause.
Does the dirty work. We love all that.
Anfield salutes their goal-scoring skipper. He's got it again. Where's he going? He goes to Trent. Trent inside. No, it wasn't. That was Salah to Trent.
Trent outside the box. Come on. What a ball.
Mo Salah on the right-hand side of the box.
Men in the box. Men in the box.
Outside the foot. Oh, Mo! No need for that. No need for a bit of showboating a little bit. Oh, he just didn't trust his right foot. Mo Salah is played in a great ball from Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Just drives through into the centre circle.
Acres of space. Boom. Acres. He's got loads to go. A right-footed cross and Bobby Firmino's making a run. Mo Salah goes for the outside of the left foot curler.
We had numbers there in the box.
Yeah, I just don't think
should have been a better delivery.
I just don't think he trusted his right foot for some reason. He can do that, we know that, but the easier ball was his right foot. Anyway, Brighton on the attack. And it looks like, it's a foul by Sadio Mane in the centre circle. Not the worst foul that you can give away, to be fair. Why not do it there? Neverman is here. Love the hunting in packs today. Also, I think Cucurella with the long hair plays on the right, but he's playing on the left for Mo. Well, that worked, lol. They'll come back down the set. Brighton were in. Shot play the cross. It's going to end up by our corner flag. The aforementioned Cucurella keeps it in. Plays it back. Brighton with the cross away. Jordan Henderson at the near post. And Alexander Arnold, not a good clearance. It's easily cut out. Here come Brighton, the driving into the... And once again, the captain again. Liverpool's best player in the first half. It was a very poor clearance by Trent. Trossard was on the run. Jordan Henderson put his...
Bailed him out.
Yeah, we're going to have a look how they got in the first place here. Replay. Yeah, it was an easy ball. Liverpool's defensive line was not good. Van Dijk stepped out. Kanate went back. A little bit of miscommunication, but all's well. That ends well. Brighton on the attack again. Down. Liverpool's right there, left. It's Basuma with the ball in the midfield. Played out wide. I think it's very, very sunny at Anfield. It looks like that's Solly Marsh, I think. Yeah, it is. Certainly is. And then gone backwards, to be fair. Brighton Liverpool have pressed well, but Brighton play through it. 1-2 passes. They're on the right-hand side. Liverpool's left. Robbo. Can he stop the cross? No, he goes back. Cross comes in. Oh!
Oh, what a goal.
Oh, it's gone in.
Oh, what a goal.
It's gone in.
What a goal, for fuck's sake.
It's Mwepa, is it?
Oh, I think that was a cross.
Oh, Liverpool.
It looked like a cross. Oh.
I don't know if he shoots or crosses, but it beats Alisson. It's in. It's 2-1.
He's fuming as well.
Mwepa just gollies all over himself in the process. That was nice to see. But yeah, let's have a look what happened here. So Liverpool...
We didn't look like we was under...
No, there was no pressure at all.
There was nothing.
2 passes.
Inside, and then it's Robbo just playing him on there, just allows them that space down there, right hand side.
The ball's headed back.
That's a cross.
I think he missed his cross.
It's got to be a cross.
Put ball play back. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
It's hard to say.
Yeah. Ooh,
no, actually, the way...
I'm not sure. Either way, it goes over Alisson. Alisson's on his line, and it goes over his head. It's a very good finish. The goalie didn't really have a chance. I think he was expecting the cross. Anyway, it's 2-1, and Brighton are back in it. And to be fair, they have posed an attacking threat, haven't they, Errol, all game? We have said that.
Yeah. And their game plan, they've stuck to it, do you know what I mean? And I didn't want to jinx it, but it's happened now, so I can say it. I was going to say, if we can get into the game at half-time, 3-0 would have been better because it would have killed off the game. I think at 2-0, they would have come out trying to get that first goal to make it 2-1. So I think that'll be more of the same for the second half now. They're going to look to try and stay in this and steal a point from us. So Liverpool, especially what you've already mentioned in the likes of Curtis Jones, need to step up a little bit. Maybe the defence needs to wake up and be a little bit sharper as well. I think the press from the top half of the pitch has been good. I think we just need to marry that right through the team at the minute. And I think defensively, we just kind of need to wake up and remember the responsibilities there a little bit more.
Twice they played 2 through balls there, and the defensive 4 was not in a straight line. So
exactly.
We saw Kanate a bit deeper, we saw Robbo there. People saying there Alisson was off his line. Yeah, he was off his line, but I think you have to be expecting the cross there. I don't think you can expect a shot. And to be fair, if he meant it was a very good goal. If he never, then it's a bit unfortunate. It's a bit fluky. The more I watch it, the more I think he means it, because he is looking towards
the goal. Yeah, he is. There wasn't anybody making a run into the box either, but it was just the first instance. It just looked like he just went to sweep it towards the back post, and it's just found its way into the back of the net. But you know, here they are again, Brighton with the ball with a little bit more confidence now.
Yeah, very much up. Brighton are very much in this game, by the way. Even at 2-0, they were very much in this game.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a worldy goal or a fluke, but I can't blame the goalie for either of those. I'll be honest. It's either an amazing goal or it's a fluke. But I just can't even.
The sleeping dragon says, "Get back to the changing rooms and have a word, Jürgen. Come on, you Reds." Yeah, I think he will. To be fair, I think that'll probably be hopefully a bit of a wake up call for us. Really, just right on the stroke of half time. That goal, they've been dangerous, and Klopp probably would have said they could hurt us. Yeah. Now they have hurt us. Klopp is definitely going to be reiterating, wake up, wake the fuck up.
Jürgen looks a bit exasperated there on the sidelines. So, the ball went long and Jürgen just gave a big something. He wasn't happy with something. I don't know what it was, but yeah, Liverpool have been good, but they haven't been great. And like I say, Brighton they probably deserved a goal to an extent.
The chances that
they had the shot early on, and obviously again, the camera's focusing on the goalie. I don't think he could have, and we'll see more of it. He was very close to his line if he wasn't on it. Ball back to Sanchez, big kick. Not a great kick again from their goalie, not great with his feet at all today. Henderson heads it. It's Robertson to Firmino. Jordan Henderson over the top, looking for Sadio Mane, headed out.
Confusion again.
Confusion again. Sanchez looks very, very unsure of himself. There you go, Brighton again. Oh, they're in. Alisson, sweeper keeper. Oh, Liverpool cut open again. They needed the sweeper keeper from Alisson, showing his worth. Yeah, that wasn't amazing. It was not great. It wasn't great from Liverpool at all.
Think about Grey Water. You wouldn't have expected that kind of lineup to cause as much difficulties as it probably has. That front three that he's went for at the start.
With no striker especially,
but they've identified something, and I don't know, can't quite put my finger on it right now, watching it live and trying to commentate as well. But they've done something.
Liverpool with Robertson, cross pulls back. Who's it going to fall to? Chamberlain on the bobble, and he's dealt... comes out wide to Trent Alexander-Arnold.
It's clearly unsettled us, but come on, we've got the ball.
Liverpool on the attacking third. Henderson goes to the back post, headed clear by Brighton, and there's no Liverpool players there now, and Brighton are looking to counter. Oh, well won by Sadio Mane, half tackles. Yep.
Getting a lot of these second balls, aren't they?
Yeah, oh, but Firmino presses.
Again, they just come out of it though. They just managed
They passed around the press, and they go Brighton on the Liverpool left, Brighton's right.
It feels like they got a little bit more confidence after that first goal as well. They feel like they've been a little bit braver on the ball.
I'm looking now, they've literally got 4 players up front. There's a line of 4 of them. I think that's their plan, is to put all 4, and Liverpool aren't sure who's going and who's staying. It is causing a lot of confusion for the Reds. Henderson go again, beat the press, Cucurella on the left-hand side. Brighton comfortable in possession. They go again. Trent Alexander-Arnold's forced to do some defending. Forces his man back. Brighton have got the ball on the halfway line in the centre circle. Curtis Jones is looking to press. Yeah, Brighton beat it again. To be fair to them, they beat it. So yeah, DJ Phoenix, wake up lads. Come on lads. Get a winning scoring goal. Yeah, fair enough, DJ Phoenix. pretty on the nose there, but yeah, you're absolutely right. Let's wake up. We are in a bit of a slumber here. Anyway, Liverpool are looking to attack. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain around the halfway line. He's gone for the wonder ball to Bobby Firmino. Sanchez out his box again. Took a lot of time. Done better this time. Clears. And Brighton look to attack now because Konate heads it away. And the ball finds its way to Andy Robertson out on the left.
You know what you need to do if you want us to win? Drop a like. Let's get over to 1,000 likes on the stream while we're live, because tend to happen when we win.
Lots of likes equals lots of wins for the Reds. Anyway, here comes Brighton are looking again. They are beating the press at ease really, but they've gone backwards. I think they're looking for me. Are they looking for one more attack, or are they happy to get the half-time whistle as well?
Yeah, I think they're happy.
We say that, but here they come again. No, they're going back. They are more than in the game, like say it. Saying I've seen some comments here. I see Rand says we're collapsing in midfield. I'll be honest, I don't think that's been the case. I don't think it has. When they've got in, it's our defensive line's been at 6 and 7s. I don't think they have. They've beat the press at times well, and they've pressed us pretty well. But to be fair to Brighton, I don't think Liverpool have underperformed. Anyway, Trent looks for Sadio Mane. Headed clear.
We've been clinical.
And Mike Dean blows the half-time whistle. It's Liverpool 2. Brighton 1. Goals for Liverpool. First, Jordan Henderson opened the scoring for the Reds, followed by a Sadio Mane header. But then, Brighton get back again. I don't know if it's a worldie or a fluke. I'm not completely sure.
He's out, mate. Has to go to VAR for that one.
But either way, it's Mwepo who gets the goal for them, Errol. And so 2-1. Liverpool look good in attack, but they have looked a bit vulnerable at the back as well.
At defence, and I was bigging up the defence before as well, saying that I don't really feel too worried about, if they'll create chances, and we know teams will create chances against us, but I thought we'd be strong in defence with that lineup that he had put out. I think the one thing that's gone in our favour is how clinical we've been. We haven't created a wealth of chances, I'd say. I know that they nearly gifted us a goal, but the 2 opportunities that we've got, I think there was a good block when Bobby Firmino had the chance. That was probably the only one where we weren't clinical. The other Bobby Firmino opportunity when he gets rolled in by Salah, and he just spoofs it over the bar. But I think that's probably been the one saving grace for us this game. The limited chances that we've had, we've been clinical and created. I think Brighton have probably created as much opportunities as well. Alisson's come up with a big save, and then again, I'm a bit like you, mate. I don't know whether it was a wonder goal or it was a bit of a fluke cross gone wrong, gone right. Either way, it's ended up in the back of the net. I don't really think the keeper's had too much to blame for that. I don't think he was probably prepared for whatever it was that he was trying to do.
He can't be on his line, because if a cross comes in, he's got to be on the front foot. It was just one of those. Just going around the league then, other half-time / late scores. So Manchester City are losing 1-0 at home to Crystal Palace.
With a man
and they've
sent off.
just had Aymeric Laporte sent off. And our other big rivals, Chelsea, are being held 0-0 at Newcastle. As it stands, Liverpool are top of the Premier League table. 1 point ahead of Chelsea and 4 points ahead of Manchester City. A long way to go in this one, but so far so good. But like I say, this game isn't over for Liverpool. Like we can't, don't worry about what's happening elsewhere now, because Brighton have shown they've got more than enough. And to be fair, they had the first chance of the game. They have pretty much a free header inside 6 yards. Yes, they do score from a bit of a worldie, but they had created a little bit. Liverpool weren't exactly watertight at the back. No. The press was working well for Brighton. So yeah, there's more work for the Reds to do as we approach the second half.
The thing is, I'm kind of confident though, the more that they get a little bit out of the game, the more opportunities that creates for us, because as I was saying before, they are the kind of perfect team for us to really play. When you identify the way that they play and the style that they approach the game with, we've got a full complement, we should have too much for them. So I just hope now that they feel there's a bit of an incentive, there's no point them saying, right, let's shut up shop. They've got a horse in this race still. So my guess is it'll be more of the same. Hopefully we do start to tighten up that defence a little bit, and I think it will happen when you've got new components in the defence, and I don't want to make too many excuses for them, because they have been at 6s and 7s, as you said, but I think the more the game, that's why it's important that Canate does get game time, because it's only when you can watch these games back can you learn from the things that you need to be doing with how we play as a defensive
like I say,
unit.
In terms of goal opportunities, then let us know, anyone who's watching live, get in the chat now. Do you think it was a wonder goal, or do you think it was a fluke? The more I watch it, the more I think he means it, but I'm not 100% sure. Fluke, or was it a absolute
well, it's the celebration for me. I know, like,
I know they're
losing.
He means it.
Yeah, well, I was going to say the opposite. I feel like he runs off. Maybe it's because they're losing and it's just a goal to get them back in the game. But if I would have just scored that and I meant it, I'd have still been celebrating and running over to cameras and kissing them and everything, just to be like, that's me.
I've just seen one more replay there. There was no one at the back. There was no one to cross it to. Yeah. So he's got to be shooting. I've just seen again there. I wondered maybe if he hadn't looked up and he's thinking, is there someone at the back post? No, I think he means that one. I'm looking in the chat here. So yeah, loads saying wonder goal. Wonder goal doesn't mean it. Yeah, absolutely. I think we tend to agree. Junior even says, I thought it was a cross at first, but the replay looks like he meant it. I think we would go along with that one as well. Then, Errol, obviously, sometimes you think things aren't going right. Does a manager think of a half-time change? Jürgen,
he's already been forced into it.
That's what I was going to say. We have seen him in the past, like he hooked Naby Keita in Madrid. So when things aren't going right, he will do it. But what could he? There's no more midfield subs he can do unless he wants to bring Morton. Like saying, I can't see that. So it is going to be the same team. You'd think that comes out again.
But we played the other week and it was the same sort of thing. We didn't hit that level in the first half, and it was, you lads have got to go and fix it this second half. Like, I'm not going to change it right now. And I think, we was doing lives and he was saying, change it, bring such and such on, change, do this, do that and the other. And it was like, we come out with the exact same team and we ended up winning the game by, at the end, because those lads knew we got ourselves into this mess. And he's relying on us to get us out of it as well. Yeah,
and like I say, to be fair, we mentioned before about defenders, but the midfield at times just looked okay, but they have been broken. Busuma ran right down the middle of them. There was no one there, and but for literally the last inch of Alisson's finger, they could have scored much earlier than they did. They do score the wonder goal, so yeah.
And he hit the post as well. I forgot about that.
That's what I'm saying. That was the one. Yeah, I have to say when he runs right through. Yeah, so they have.
He probably had the better chances of the game up until this point. Yeah, that's what I think is the difference. It's been our clinical nature. That to me, that does say that we defensively can be playing a lot better than what we are. It's a bit of a weird one, because as I said before, it's hard to pinpoint, but it's just something. Obviously, Klopp will know, the lads will know. They'll look at it and they'll see it they'll have had 15 minutes to talk to them now through this period to say exactly and identify exactly what's gone wrong. But from just watching it through this experience, I'm sitting here thinking, all we need to do is just manage the game a little bit better. Manage the game a little bit better and be a little bit more switched on, and we should be comfortably winning this.
I thought at 2-0, I don't ever blame Liverpool for going for the kill, because you should do that. But at times around the halfway line, like Mo Salah and Bobby Firmino trying little flicks and stuff, and we were getting counted on off them. I do wonder if there was, you can attack with intent, but maybe you can be a little bit more cautious. Why risk getting counted on? Yeah. Even the goal, even with Basuma, it's Canate who's running free, and the ball ends up a bit of a mess between him and Firmino, and we are counted upon again. Like I say, Brighton's plan, They aren't playing with a striker, but they've created more than enough chances. They deserve at least one goal.
Yeah.
Like I say, Liverpool could have, again, let's go back to that other one. Sadio Mane's disallowed goal. Amazing pressing from Liverpool. We're talking about the Brighton press. Mo Salah.
The defending from the front's been great.
Salah, you had to go after the goalie. The goalie doesn't realise Mane's there. Great block by Mane. He just gets so unlucky at all that the ball just touches his arm. It was hard lines for Sadio.
It really was, and you're right. The keeper just turns his body into trouble. He doesn't realise that Sadio Mane is joining that press. And I think that's the one thing we do. We hurry in packs, and you know. That should be your bread and butter in terms of your homework. You should know that. But ultimately, it was very unfortunate for Sadio because he had no control over where that ball bounced off from under the side of his foot. It just so happened that it went in off his arm. It doesn't go in if it doesn't touch his arm. So for that reason, it has to be ruled off for offside.
It's just been unlucky. I mean, you don't mean to handball. Yeah, it's one of those.
And the keeper getting away with it as well, more than anything else, because you should be punished if you do something. You do something that's stupid and you're not aware that what the situation around you, and you haven't got eyes in the back of your head. You definitely should be getting punished for that, but he's just been let off.
I wonder, maybe we need to adapt the handball rule. It is handball if it leads to a goal, unless the goalie in the build-up does a massive shits the bed. If he shits the bed, he doesn't deserve the benefit.
No, he doesn't.
Shout out to Scott Hawks with a $25 super chat. Thanks very much, Scott. Scott says, our system of play is still evolving. We're fantastic going forward, but we are still too porous. Klopp and the lads will figure it out, but we'll be hair-raising in good and bad ways in the meantime. But scarily, we will get better. It's a very good point. Again,
where did the day that
porous?
Yeah, porous. Give me a breakdown. What is it? Like
a sponge is porous. It allows things in.
Okay.
Yeah, basically you can get through. And to be fair, a lot of teams have had joy. Even we've let 2s in and 3s in at times and stuff. So yeah, I do get it. We've got a new member as well. Hello, welcome to First Time with Jeff. Jeff, you're gonna get a song that I'm gonna pick. No, you're not. You're gonna get a quote, and I'm gonna go for Jeff. You can have. You know what you can have? You can have James Milner tell him Costa Shimmercast to fuck off.
Keita's cookies.
Well, his name's Milner, isn't it? So I thought Milner. You got Jeff Milner, got Jimmy Milner. Said, fucking hell, Costa.
Yeah, Naby's. I know that's probably the other talking point there. Naby Keita going off with the slight injury. I don't think it was a knock or anything. I don't think it was contact or anything like that.
No,
hamstring. It looked like probably a muscle injury, especially he was holding the back of his calf, or back of his leg really. So I think it might be a hamstring. It's unfortunate for him. It's just as he's getting into a good vein of form for us as well, and that'll probably take him back a couple of weeks. But hopefully with the players that we've got to come back and we can just recycle and replenish at the minute, it bodes well that we know what quality is going to be coming back into the squad, considering the level we're already performing.
Yeah, hopefully we get Fabinho and Thiago back soon. You mentioned there about recycling and replenishing. Well, I need to go and replenish my drink, and I need to recycle it by visiting the little boy. So we're going to take a quick break. Give us a couple of minutes. Stay tuned. Watch Paul Machin. This is great, by the way. This is worth a watch. I've seen this before. It's really funny. Stay and watch this, and then I will be back with Errol in a couple of minutes' time. So yeah, hang on there. We'll see you in a second.
Hey everyone, just want to say massive thanks to our sponsors Manscaped today. Listen, lads, it's not the 70s, it's not the 80s, it is not the 90s anymore. And you may have noticed that I am a fairly hairy human being. That can be a problem in some circumstances, but it's time to stay on top. And with Manscaped and their Lawnmower 4.0, yeah, you get to be not just a modern man, but just a proper man. Keep yourselves tidy with the Lawnmower 4.0. Subscribers to the Redmen TV can use the discount code RMTV at manscaped.com to get a massive 20% off. In the pack, you get the brand new precision controlled Lawnmower 4.0. You also get the Weed Whacker, which is going to sort out your nostril and ear hair as well. Listen, as you start to get older, it becomes more of an issue. Get on top of it with the Weed Whacker. You also get the ball toner. You get the ball deodorant, because who doesn't want a nice fragrant smell down there? Listen, I'll be perfectly honest. It's not all of this. It's not for you. Maybe it's not for you. It's for the person that you care about in your life. And if you don't have a person that you care about in your life, maybe this will help you in that department, because you've got to stay on top of these things. Again, this is not a 70s porno. It is real life. You have got to make sure that you are not a smelly mess. You've got to be on top. You've got to stay in control. And Manscaped Manscaped can help you with that. So do click the link in the description underneath. Click that link, go through it, and use the discount code RMTV in caps to get 20% off and get involved. Not only that, don't forget, you will also get a performance pair of boxer briefs. I wear these for sport and go in the gym as well because they've got a wonderful elasticated feel. They help to decrease on chafing, and they look amazing as well. And look, they get the seal approval from my wife and they get the seal of approval from me. So get involved, manscaped.com. Use that code RMTV for 20% off. And yeah, keep in control of your special area. And with Halloween looming, make sure you don't carve your pumpkins. With Manscaped.
Welcome back. So yeah, that was Paul's advert. Be careful when you are carving your... Do not carve your pumpkins. I think that is the message that we've all seen there. Thanks very much to Manscaped for the sponsorships rather. Got just a comment on there that just says, I wonder how many takes this took for Paul. Lol. Behind the curtains, one take. True professional he is. True professional.
Smashed it.
Yeah, absolutely nailed it. Smashed it out of the park. Anyway, Errol... I would say sometimes changes. There is no changes to make unless we're not going to change in midfield, not going to really do anything at the back. Maybe Diogo Jota, I don't know, but it looks like we're going to be going same again. But
I'm comfortable with that.
I was about to say, like, we maybe a little bit negative Nelly's a little bit there because Liverpool are winning the game. Like they've attacked at will, they've created chances. The best player in the world hasn't had a chance yet, and he always gets one. That's going to come. Bobby Firmino should score his. So Liverpool have created some clear-cut opportunities. Oxlade-Chamberlain comes on off the bench, sets the goal up. Looked good in an attacking sense, didn't he? Like, it was nice to see that from Oxlade. The drive to get forward. Because I'll be honest, does Keita play that cross? I'm not sure. Keita likes to slide balls through. Who knows? Yeah. But really good to see Ox come on and make an immediate impact.
Yeah, there was no drop off for me, and that was probably the most important thing when you are forced to make that substitution as early in the game as we have. We'd established a rhythm. Yeah. We should have been controlling the game a little bit better because, as you said, we've all acknowledged they've created chances, but we had just started to get a bit of a rhythm. We were starting to get a bit of a tune out, and Naby Keita as well. He was starting to pose a little bit more of a threat in terms of how he was hitting the ball. You identified the fact that he was playing over on that right hand side as well to try and complement with Salah. So there was. We was in it. I'd say we were probably in a good phase in terms of where we was at that point in time. It was all right. Now Ox is coming on. What can he do? This is his opportunity. He has to deliver. Yeah. Because we said it before. There are players within this squad now that are angry that they're not getting the minutes. But when you get the minutes, you can't moan if you're not delivering on the pitch. And he's come on and he's delivered. So that bodes well for me, and I think as long as we can kind of keep that level, I think the midfield probably can go up a gear as well as a whole unit. Just because I'm thinking strictly of game management, that's probably one of the things that Dick Scott Hawk was mentioning in the super chat before. It was about we're evolving in our style. We probably are, but it's just that game management thing for us at the moment where I feel like, especially when you go 2-0 up, it's like, all right, well, what do we do for the next 30? What do we do for the next 60 minutes? How do we kind of play this game? What is it that we do? And we're finding ourselves in these situations that, compared to last season, probably feel a little bit strange to us again. Yep. So it's more of a case of, right, this is how we manage the game now with this type of scenario that we're in. We've got the lead. We want to make sure that we see it out. We don't need to go gung-ho. We don't need to do all that stylish stuff. We can be a little bit more conservative ourselves, and we can just recycle the ball a lot better than what we was. But we're back.
Back live, and here we go with Brighton attacking the Kop end, so they turned us around, didn't you? I forgot we should have mentioned earlier. We didn't, which is more apologies from me, but yeah, Liverpool are attacking the Anfield road end of the ground.
But yeah, that'd probably be it for me. I think just a little bit more control from that midfield as a unit. But it is nice to see Ox in there.
Throw into Liverpool. Leeds then off, and Brighton have got the ball on the halfway line. Headed clear by Konate, and here come Brighton again. They found a bit of space over on their left, Liverpool's right. Konate comes out to press and is beaten. The press is beaten. He goes again and is beaten again. And now he's out of position. Through ball. Try and get a foot on it. It's a bit messy at the back. Oh, Brighton has still got it. Cross to the back post. Sadio Mane comes back.
To the rescue, bloody hell.
Gee whiz. Trent was isolated with 2 against 1. Liverpool could not get the ball clear. Konate went to press twice. Was beaten twice. The ball was
He
played
shouldn't be getting
through.
dragged,
Trent
yeah.
put a foot in, unbelievable. Robertson got dragged across. Trent goes back to the left back position. Fair play
We've
to
got
him.
Trent and Robbo
Yeah.
playing our centre-backs there in the centre-back
Well,
position.
to be fair,
That was
Robbo
bad.
went across with the runner. Trent
Yeah.
realised, went to the back post, but he was isolated 2 against 1. But yeah, thankfully, Sadio Mane doing his defensive duties delivers. Corner for Brighton.
Jamie says, with the super chat there, thank you, Jamie. Let's get an ugly win over the line, Redmen.
Corner
3
comes
points is
in.
all
Big
that
punch by
matters.
Alisson. Cleared away by Salah. It's up towards the halfway line. It goes back to Sanchez, who is being pressured. And he just hoofs it as far and as long as he can. He's not dealing with the ball at his feet anymore. And Alisson's got it in his hands.
Well tracked by Sadio.
It really was.
But Klopp does have that look of concern on his face. Again, he's like, I've literally just told you.
Yeah.
Alisson this time plays the ball out to Robbo, gets a head on it, knocks it forward to Mane. Oh, lovely by Mane, lovely turn. He's driving straight down the middle there, plays through
Mo Salah! Mo Salah's in on the goal!
Oh!
He's done it again!
That's what we should have done before.
Is he offside?
Oh, fuck
I think he might be offside. He's laughing.
Off.
Oh, the flag's up. The flag is up against Mo Salah. We're going to check VAR. He doesn't look too disappointed. I think he thinks it's offside. Let's find out.
That's what Bobby should have done before.
Sadio Mane's running. The passes that he is.
Oh, he's off.
He looks offside. He looks half a yard offside.
The keeper's had a mare there as well.
I think
Fuck's sake.
half a yard offside. And VAR comes to the rescue of Brighton once again for the second time in the game. Liverpool have a goal disallowed. It was great by Mane. I don't think he could have played the ball any earlier. I think it was just one of those things where Salah was half a yard, if that, offside. It remains 2-1 to the Reds, and Brighton clear the free kick up. Konate heads away. Second ball to Brighton, and here come Brighton on the attack.
It's like back
heel, they're through in the box, it's a shot!
Oh.
Straight at Alisson. Oh, Adam Lallana has a chance to score in front of the Kop end moments after Liverpool. Oh, the press is on.
What are we doing?
Oh my God, Liverpool are
What are
6s
we
and
doing?
7s, and Alisson again is forced to clear.
And who's down there, Bobby? Is that Bobby down?
Who's down on the... My goodness.
Oh,
Sadio Mane
Mane,
takes a whack on the head. So, to recap, Adam Lallana...
To recap on this season.
Jesus, there was a lot going on there. So Sadio is down, looks like he's fine. Yeah, so Adam Lallana, the ball comes through, it falls to Lallana. Let's see what happens here. So Konate's header doesn't go far away. Brighton win the second ball. A little back heel.
3 of them there.
Oh, a lovely back heel takes Van Dijk out the game. Adam Lallana's shot, and Alisson saves with his leg. I think he catches that between his legs, does he? So Adam Lallana through on goal. Yeah, Alisson. Oh my God, he sits on the ball. It nearly goes through him. And then straight afterwards, Liverpool start playing the ball out. Like, Brighton was still in our half, and Alisson goes quick, gives it back gets it back, and nearly in again, and Alisson is forced to hoof it downfield.
It really is a bit like a basketball
Oh
game,
my
isn't
goodness
it?
gracious me.
I mean, I enjoy these games
Not
when
like
we're with
that.
him, but
And they're
not
in
like
again.
this. They're in
Brighton are going
He's offside.
surely he
He's got
must
to be
be offside.
He's got to be. Just
Yeah,
call
the
it, ref.
whistle
Thank
goes.
you.
I tell you what, Liverpool do not look comfortable whatsoever. Gee whiz, my goodness gracious me. The long ball over the top. Liverpool, the guy's miles offside, but if you look at who it is,
where's the line? There's one man.
Yeah,
it's a man.
It was and Liverpool being pressed again. Sadio Mane is pretty much by his corner flag with 2 men round him. He's done well to, he's done well to get out, but he's got it back. And
1-2 with the Brighton player. We'll take it.
Ball up to halfway line, and there's no one there, and Liverpool are just happy to get the ball out of their box.
First 5 minutes, I know Salah has just had a goal ruled off for offside, but we haven't come
there's
out and
more
looked
than
like
enough
we've learnt.
encouragement for Brighton. Yeah, they're thinking
we need to kill this game off. And I think that's the thing I was saying before about, getting that complacency. This isn't complacency because Brighton are still in the game. It's about that game management and how we approach it now. And for me, these are the games that, as one of the super chats said, we need to win ugly. But we need to get a little bit more control in it before we can even think about winning ugly at this rate. Because we're making it harder for ourselves than it needs to be.
It's a basketball game, innit? Liverpool don't want a basketball game. Liverpool are winning the game. They don't need that. That's last 5 minutes. If it becomes that, fair enough. Liverpool need to control the game, control the ball, which they're trying to do now. To be fair, they can't say. But now the Brighton press is on. We were saying earlier in the first half, he's laid up, but no, here they come. Curtis Jones has the ball.
Half time 2-1. They're not pressing Curtis at the minute though, so.
But as soon as, so they're pressing Konate now, because look, as soon as Konate gets it,
They're going, yeah.
Trossard runs over, what's Konate, he's got the ball, passes it
Passes it
forward,
forward.
really
Oh,
good
that's a
ball
good
to
ball.
Firmino, out wide,
I think just
it
stepped
was
out.
Chamberlain, and it was a intercept on air, come Brighton once again, Chamberlain tracks back, unable to cut it out, Cooker out on the left-hand side, inside,
what a ball
it's a
that
free
is.
runner, Jordan Henderson's chasing him, edge of the box, shot, I think it hits his own man, Brighton had a shot, I think it hits his own player, but yeah, another warning for Liverpool, this is not comfortable at all, halfway line, Mo Salah,
To Mane.
Mane back to Henderson, first time ball over to the left for Andy Robertson.
Acres of space there.
I'm not
to
sure
run
who had the
into.
shot and who blocked it, but I'm pretty sure it hit a Brighton man. Anyway, Robertson crosses, half cleared, now it's cleared to the edge of the box. And it's Basuma with a good turn and another clearance, and Andy Robertson on the way back, gets a toe to it, back to Alisson, finds Van Dijk, back to Alisson, Ibu Konate's got the ball, and I can take a breath. What is going on?
It is, it's been end to end. We just need to take the sting out the game a little bit and remember that we're winning 2-1. We don't have to chase anything at this point. But I think that this team doesn't know how to do that. That's probably one of the
Anyway,
biggest
here they go
challenges.
again.
Bobby
Firmino going for the worldie? No.
He tries to find the top corner.
For those not watching the game, remember Sturridge at Chelsea when Sturridge go over to that one-touch corner? He went for that Firmino with a bit more pace and a bit more power. He picked the ball up, and again, very similar to where Sturridge scored that goal from. Takes one touch, out his feet, goes to the far corner. I mean, it wasn't even close in the end. It's straight into the Anfield Road end.
Probably closer than his shot in the first half when he was in the box.
yeah. Bobby hasn't found his range just yet, I think it's fair to say. And it's a goal kick that Brighton take long up towards Trent Alexander-Arnold.
And it goes out for the Liverpool throw.
Yeah, straight out of play over there on our right there left. Still 2-1 to the mighty Reds here. And Kurt Jones has got the ball in centre midfield. Plays it out
I think
wide.
it's good if we can win games like this though with a depleted midfield. When all of our lads are back and they're all fit, and we get into that run of form, you think there's got to be other levels that we can go to. Absolutely. Like that's what I take from this. If we can beat a really capable, we haven't won it yet, but if we manage to beat a really capable Brighton side that have posed us a lot of difficulties and challenges, then we should take a lot of confidence away from a result like this, even if it isn't the best performance that we ever play.
Just win, baby. Liverpool got the ball on the right.
Twisting and turning.
Trent Alexander-Arnold to Curtis Jones. Curtis is forced backwards. He's got nowhere to go. He's getting pressed by four players. He goes back to Konate. He had no other option, really. Good pressing by Brighton. The ball is back with our goalkeeper, who fires it to the left to Andy Robert. It was really good work here. Curtis Jones. Three of them were just surrounding him, and his passing lanes were blocked, but he did the best he could do there, find the Konate. Found Konate. Here we go again. It's Mo Salah making a run. Trent has got the ball. Salah, can he find Salah? No, he finds Chamberlain on the edge of the box. Chamberlain cuts inside, he's going to shoot. Well blocked. Forced to Henderson. Henderson out wide. Here we go again. Trent Alexander-Arnold ball cross. No, wasn't just quite there. Rebound comes back, and Brighton are they able to clear? No, Henderson boxes them in again. A guy falls over. They're all over the place here. Brighton, they're going backwards. They don't know where they're going. Liverpool are pressing well. It's Mo Salah. Mo Salah twisting and turning, lays off. Oh, another good block by Brighton. It looks like that Jordan Henderson was about to strike the ball.
And they're off there on the counter there.
Wow, it's end to end because they're going Brighton.
But he's going side to side. He's done
well, to be fair to him. Andy Robertson's forced, and Robbo clears right in front of his manager, right in front of Solly March. My word, you're talking about action. That was the Liverpool press doing well. Brighton could not get out. It was Henderson, I think Salah was trying to link up with. And it was good blocking the end by Brighton, to be fair.
It really was. I think that was the one compliment we did give our defensive duties, I suppose, is how good the defence from the front has been this game. The press has really worked when we went to it, so we just need to bleed or blend that through the entire team, I'd say. But this game, it's been weird. It's a hard one to call because just as soon as you start to think you can kind of get settled again, Brighton seems to just be in, or the other way around. We end up getting
in. Liverpool getting pressed. They're playing their way out of it really well.
There.
Chamberlain's got the ball in the midfield, goes forwards. Salah plays it to Bobby Firmino. Salah's on his bike. Mane's on the left. He's got two options. He takes the Mane option. Not a great pass by Firmino. Easily intercepted by Veltman.
It's a poor pass.
Got to be better there, Bobby. got to be better. I wonder if the manager's thinking Jota time soon, because to be fair to Bobby, he's had a few stinkers. He had a couple of bad shots, a couple of bad passes. His pressing's been really good, as it often is, but on the ball he hasn't been amazing. He's got the ball now, what can he do with it? Crosses to Trent, and even that is a little bit over it. It's not the worst pass in the world, but it wasn't pinpoint. No. Trent's forced backwards to Biggie Bukanate. He is looking forwards, can't find anyone. Van Dijk is left to Curtis Jones. Jones takes the ball forward. He's got Robertson outside him. He wants him, uses him, goes backwards. Robertson back to Van Dijk. And I wonder if Liverpool
I'll settle with this.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Liverpool are just taking a breather, having a breath. I say that, but Chamberlain might think differently. He switches play. Really good ball to Jones, and here goes Curtis Jones on the attack. There's a run by Mo Salah. Jones finds him, finds Mane. Mane looking for... Oh, referee! Is that a foul? Mo Salah was trying to get on the end of a through ball. He was clattered. He goes down. I don't know if it's a foul. I haven't seen a replay yet. Mike Dean is right on the spot and said absolutely not. We're seeing a replay now. 1-2. Mane plays the ball through. The number 3 does have his hand on Mo Salah's shoulder. Probably not enough for foul. Brighton it in! Brighton it in! Brighton it in! Oh, Van Dijk stands him up and Alisson comes out. We were watching the replay, got no idea how it happened, but Trossard was in our box.
This is what I said. How do we get there? Like,
I don't know. Sorry, guys. We were watching the replay. Oh, they come back onto the screen, and Van Dijk was just forced to block Trossard. And my word, Alisson to the rescue again. End to end, because here come Liverpool. Sadio Mane on the left, inside the penalty area, tackled, corner kick.
This is turned into
oh my gosh. Like I say, we were discussing the previous time, was it a foul on Mo Salah? It comes back on. Trossard's in our penalty area, and all of a sudden Van Dijk is blocking him out, and Alisson's forced into a save. Goodness gracious me.
I think it's fair to say Brighton have given us a bloody nose.
Brighton, they are very much in this contest. Yeah. Can Liverpool get a third goal to try and bit of breathing room? Van Dijk and Kanate come forward for this corner.
Like, come on, boys.
Trent Alexander-Arnold shown talking to Pep Linders on a little bit of a tactical change, maybe, as Andy Robertson looks to take the corner kick.
This is a
corner kick comes in. Kanate was up there, forced to Chamberlain on the volley. Nowhere near as close as I made it out to be there, because it went out. It forced him on the volley. You're thinking, can he hit it first time? He did, but I think he dragged it about 7 foot wide of the goal.
Probably.
Brighton are bringing an attacker on. That you mentioned before, they fancy it. Well, they're bringing McAllister on.
And he's Basuma going off.
Basuma hasn't played a lot of football, obviously for obvious reasons that we all know about. I don't know if he's the man who they're going to bring off. Let's find out now, because here comes McAllister.
What was going to say? Yeah, that was a question that I was going to pose to you. And this is in a worst case scenario.
Oh, we're there, mate. I'll come back to you, because Van Dijk's forced to clear again.
Oh, and he's just been hacked.
Referee! That was a high foot, Solly March, right on his ankle. Van Dijk's furious at that one. Van Dijk is fuming. We haven't seen the replay yet, but Van Dijk's talking to Mike Dean. So the ball comes, it's a loose ball. Van Dijk goes to clear. He's caught very high up on his leg. It's right on Van Dijk's knee. It's number 20, it's Solly March. He does catch Virgil. The referee isn't going to do anything about it. Van Dijk's fuming. Van Dijk's asking, why isn't that a card? No, Van Dijk is more than annoyed.
He's pissed.
I mean, I think Van Dijk, it was a high ball, yet we were right, it is Basuma going off. He's had a very good game in midfield. The more attacking McAllister replaces him.
Because they think they've got something to fight for, do you know what I mean? They still see that there's an opportunity, and unless we put a nail in their coffin in the next 10 to 15 minutes, they're probably going to keep that mentality right through to the night. And they've
still got Mopai on the bench. There's attacking options for them to bring on. They've used one of them in McAllister. Virgil is fuming at that challenge by Solly Marsh.
But that's what I was going to ask you, is if our midfield options
what they are?
Yeah, for a more prolonged period, would you consider moving Trent into midfield?
At some point he will. I don't think he would, because there's no. Then who's going to play right back? Gomez. Because it can't exactly be
or Williams.
Put Neco over there. It can't be Milner. He's injured as we speak, as we know. So that's my. Let's crack on with the game. We've got an hour gone, so half an hour left for Liverpool
to see this through. Come on, boys, come on. Yeah, that was a nasty tackle on Virgil. We've got the ball now. Bobby's just played it into Salah.
Mo Salah goes outside the foot shot. unable to connect properly, really. And let's go and see how it worked.
Faz Ali says, if we had Keita still on, things wouldn't be this out of control.
Well, you say that, mate, but who knows?
It was,
because,
it was a bit bonkers when he was still on the pitch, though. They had a few chances before he got subbed off, so we didn't really ever get a strong hold on the game. It was more a case of we just got the goals. The rest of the play, I think it's been fairly open. I think it's been end to end.
Yeah,
both teams have created plenty of chances, really. On another day, they was more clinical. This could have ended up like a basketball game in terms of the score.
It could have been a throw in towards Mo Salah. He's bundled out on the edge of the box, and away come Brighton.
So Mane there battling away. They play it back into their half. They are just comfortable with the ball, though. They are a good ball playing team. They're running down again. Their left hand side now, all right. Oh, but we've got the ball now. Salah turns them round.
Salah
Henderson
on the
there
break.
with the interception. But that's a poor pass from the outside of the foot by Mohamed Salah. Doesn't get to the destination. And now they're back in. I think that's Adam Lallana. He just played it back there. But we've won the ball back again comfortably. Trent plays it all the way back to Alisson. Alisson just sweeps it across to Andy Robbo. That's it. That's a little bit better. Just trying to keep that little bit of control. Curtis Jones plays it back across all the way to Trent. We don't seem to be rushing with the ball at the minute. We seem to be taking our time and just finding a few passes. Trent goes for the big Hollywood ball there, and he lands it actually. He lands the roll right on Robbo's toe. Henderson in midfield there, just lunges into a tackle.
Long ball over the top, yeah, and Brighton unlucky there, but yeah,
straight into Alisson's arms. I mean, this is better just because but Curtis Jones, bloody hell.
Curtis Jones goes down. I thought he was fouled. He wasn't, and here comes
just
2
slips.
against 2. Solly Marsh up against Virgil van Dijk. Cover.
We've got numbers back.
Edge of the box. Brighton look dangerous. They go for the back post chip. Trent headers half away. Second ball forced to Brighton.
Oh.
It's a bit chaotic. Forced to Jones. Jones takes a touch, nice and calm by Curtis Jones. Fires it over to the left. Sadio Mane is on the chase. Brighton come across. I think it's Lewis Dunk, is it? Yeah, Lewis Dunk comes across and clears. But yeah, Brighton, they smell blood. Liverpool on the counter trying to do something. Quick throw in. Bobby Firmino goes right across the other side of the pitch to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Lays it inside to Ox. Chamberlain, good ball into Firmino's feet. In the D, Firmino, half a shot. It was a good effort, good right idea, but Brighton played it well blocked and it trickled through to the goalie. Yeah, so this game is far from over. They're about to bring on a second change. I think that's Tyreek Lamptey coming on, a very, very attacking player. Mentioned before, Brighton fancy themselves. Well, there we go. They've got a chance because they're bringing on an attacking fullback, I think. I wonder if he takes off. Is he going to just go like for like, or is he going to put him further up the pitch? We'll find out in a few moments' time. Either way, it is 2-1 and Brighton have the ball just inside their own half in the D. Playing it around nicely. Not really looking to go forward yet, but if you look again, they've got 4 men right up against our 4 defenders. They are very, very attacking at the moment. Mo Salah's putting the press on, and it goes right the way back to Sanchez. What's he going to do with it? God knows, because he's all over. He goes for the drilled. Oh, it's a really good ball. It's a really good ball, and Brighton are on the attack again. Ball across, edge of the box. Brighton are 3 against 2. Oh no! Oh no! It's a goal! It's 2-all.
Too fucking easy, man.
Trossard scores. The goalie plays out to the left. Liverpool open, wide open, and Trossard scores, and it's 2-all.
Roof's little smile. That's just too easy.
Yeah, not great at all by Liverpool there. The goalkeeper plays it out to the left-hand side. Attacking down, all right, we'll see it here. Ball out. Winger. Ball is played inside. Step over, it's 2 against 1 at the back post. It falls to Trossard. Andy Robertson, to be fair, Robertson have gone right back in. Is he playing everyone on side? He is. Andy Robertson plays them on side by 2 or 3 yards. He then can't make the...
He's nowhere to be seen.
He can't make the tackle. He can't make the tackle. He's open, and then Alisson's beaten. And it's 2-2.
Oh, mate, that was
and we said it was, you know what, Brighton were in they were very much in. They were very much in this game. They've still made that substitution, by the way. Lamptey's come on. I think, is it Moda? Yeah, Moda's gone
Moda's
off.
gone off. That's bullshit. That
Well,
was too easy.
Liverpool, what can you do about this?
We're our own worst fucking enemies. We need
What are we going to do? It was
Salah to the rescue is what I'm saying.
Here goes Chamberlain. Chamberlain down the right-hand side. Crosses. Very calm, as you like, by Lewis Dunk. I think, again, he nods it.
Nearly makes a fucking hash of that as well.
But yeah, we said they were offering an attacking threat, Errol, and to be fair, they got us there again. It was hard to see, but there was one step over in the middle of the pitch. Henderson it wasn't there. His man steps over it. There's two at the back post. Robertson follows the runner in. By doing that, I think he follows Solly Marsh, plays Trossard onside, can't get across. It's 2-2. Liverpool, 24 minutes to go at 2-2. And to be fair, Brighton more than deserve it. They've been really, really good.
They've been really good, mate. And it's hard to take because when you get off to such a good start, you want us to be able to manage. But it's so difficult to try and get a stranglehold of it in those circumstances. And I think we've just kind of shot ourselves in the foot. I don't want to say it's a little bit of complacency, but
here they go again. Brighton, there's a big hole
on.
in the middle of Liverpool's field. A big Fabinho-shaped hole there. It's Cucurella, edge of the box, shoots! Alisson can't hold it. Out to Lamptey. Great control, back post. Trent heads it up rather than out Lamptey again. Collision in the air. It falls out to Mo Salah, who pokes it away, but no. Handball, surely, referee, no. The ref says play.
Ref, come on.
It's on the left-hand side. Another cross in, and Alisson holds this one. Liverpool have got a big problem in midfield because without Fabinho, they're being overrun. Cucurella, it was a really, really strong strike from him. Alisson, but let's see, just
so
showing
much time to just line
big
it up,
strike. Alisson can only palm it away, and from there, Liverpool were all again. It was a really good touch by Lamptey, and it was a good chance for Brighton. Brighton looked a better team at the minute. If anyone's going to score, as it looks like
Brighton.
them.
It does, and I think the thing is, you'd be expecting Virgil to be going nuts at his defence at the minute and just trying to marshal them a little bit better. But
Liverpool have
everything looks a bit passive.
I wonder if
DJ Phoenix again there with the 5. He's basically saying, come on lads, wake up and scoring goals, we need to.
We do, mate, you're absolutely spot on there. Liverpool need to wake up. Both ends of the pitch, right. Sadio Mane has got the ball and he plays it to Firmino out on the left. Plays it back to Mane towards his own corner flag. Ball across the middle, headed away by Brighton.
This is what we were saying before. We've got
recycled by Chamberlain. What's he going? Sorry, not by Jones, and he goes back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk is looking across. I'm guessing he was looking for Trent, couldn't find him, so he's gone to. There he is. He has gone to Trent.
You need to make a change off that bench now. You've got options
Jota's
there.
Got to be. You've got to be thinking a bit of Jota, haven't you? Because we're not offering an attacking threat. We're not great to the back. Something's got to change. Sadio Mane. Where's he going to go? He goes back to Jones. Excuse me. Goes back to Henderson.
Would you drop Firmino in the midfield and take off one of the midfield? Well, I say take off. You probably only really got Curtis Jones to play with in that midfield as it stands.
Yeah, for sure. Just seeing here. So Chelsea have taken the lead at Newcastle.
I don't know if that messes with our balance too much.
Liverpool on the attack, and it's a good defender again by Brighton. And here they come on the counter. And honestly,
Brighton have been excellent.
They have. They really have.
To play away from home like this.
Here they go again.
Beat
the press again on the through. The through on the left-hand side.
Through us again.
There we go. Into the box, into the penalty area. Shoot!
What a
Alisson
save,
breaks himself big. Liverpool are being carved open on the counter by Brighton. My word. It's Wepu again. Has he been given offside? Because he's screaming about Sutton. He wasn't offside if he was given offside. I don't think he... it's close.
It's very close, isn't it?
It's very close, but yeah, Konate couldn't get back. Alisson come out, made himself big. Yeah, the flag did go up in the end, but it was a very, very close one. And yeah, it was another.
This will be a huge learning curve for Konate because I don't think he's had a great game so far.
No, here we go, Liverpool again. Curtis Jones in the penalty area, left-hand side, takes a touch, turns round, back to Robertson, takes his touch, delivers low, fired in, the screaming for handball, not given. Everybody is screaming for handball, nothing given. Henderson presses into him, Curtis Jones is fouled on the edge of the box. Everyone is going round. Mike Dean, Liverpool want a handball after the cross by Andy Robertson. We haven't seen a replay yet, but
fired in, it?
Yeah, it was Lewis Dunk, I think it hit. Let's have a look. Robertson fires the ball across. No, straight in the stomach. I'm pretty sure it's him in the stomach. Let's have a better slow motion replay. Right in his tummy. It was right in his tummy. It was never a foul. But Liverpool do have a free kick. Edge of the box. Where are we looking about?
Trent and Henderson, Salah standing over it as well.
It's a weird angle for Trent. Why is Trent standing? He's right-footed. Why is he standing like he's left-footed?
Looks like Ox has just received some instructions as well there.
I wonder how we're going to do this. So yeah, Liverpool have a free kick. Henderson, Alexander-Arnold with his leg. It makes no sense why he's standing on side. He's right-footed. He's not going to hit with his left foot, is he? And then Mo Salah's there as well. It looks like Liverpool got a set piece in mind. Oh, they're going to do the old 1-2, but I don't know how they're going to... Oh, ball goes through. Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Oh, piss poor. Piss poor.
So Liverpool acted as if Trent was going to stop it for Henderson. He let it run through his legs, went for the bend round, put it about 15 yards into the Anfield Road end. And it's still 2-2. See, the issue with that is, right, Trent's not left-footed, so I don't think it fools anyone.
No.
Like, he's not, it was a horrendous attempt by Alexander-Arnold. We've certainly seen him do better than that in the past.
100%. Stickbook says Brighton were inviting pressure when we were 2-0 up, and we were just biting. Needed to slow the game down, but we only know one gear. And
we said this earlier. I think we said this at half time. Like, Liverpool were going for the flicks and tricks on the halfway line, and were too easy to counter on. Yeah, we did.
We left the door open for them.
Yeah, we did, and to be fair to them, they've more than taken the opportunity. Brighton look like they're about to make a third change as well. Konate has got the ball and he just puts it into the stands. And Brighton have a throw in on level with Liverpool's penalty area.
This is what the Prem's like, though. You know, you can't underestimate any opposition. They've started their season really well, so you can say you've got like new players like Konate coming into this squad, and you think you get up for the big games against Man U, but these are the bread and butter.
Lamptey's cross headed out by Henderson, back into the middle, but no one's there, and Alisson can calm things down. But yeah, Lamptey got in on the right hand side, just about kept it in. Good, decent cross, but Henderson was there to clear, and then Liverpool mopped the second ball. Here's Andy Robertson, halfway line, off the Alisson throw-in. He's going to play it short to Chamberlain, and Chamberlain's forced backwards again. Brighton pressing well. Van Dijk sells a dummy, good work by Van Dijk across to Konate. But yeah, Brighton have certainly smelling blood. They think they can win this game, and to be fair, why wouldn't they think that?
Why wouldn't they, I know? They fought the way back.
Liverpool inside, Henderson out wide.
But these are the games.
Robertson looking for the overlap. Chamberlain provides it. Oxlade-Chamberlain on the left, into the box, down to the byline, tackled. Corner kick to Liverpool.
These are the games that if you want to win, you want to be title contenders.
Just get the 3 points,
yeah,
Reds.
Just getting the 3 points. Win ugly. We can't afford to drop points at home at this stage of the season. We said the games was going to start coming thick and fast in a couple of weeks. We need to be up there with the other lads and or the other teams, I should say. Big moments.
Trent's come over to the other side to take his corner kick.
We don't want Chelsea to extend their lead. No, we
Crossed in, cleared, out to Henderson on the edge of the box. He goes for the little lob, but it's tame and wide by the captain. And it's still 2-2, 16 minutes to go in the game. So, Errol, I mean, as it stands, mate, like, all three results to see more than possibly. Brighton aren't holding on to this draw. They're coming to try and win the game. Liverpool have obviously got the world-class attacking talent on the bench. There's a lot to win.
At this point, I feel like they'd feel a little bit disappointed if they just got the draw the way that they fought the way back and then created some of their chances. So I think they would want to go for the win, if anything. We just need to hit them with another sucker punch. Give Salah that one chance. I know he was offside and he put the ball in the back of the net. But
he's seen he can do it.
Give him that one chance in the game that he gets. That's undisputable and hopefully...
Well, this could be it because Robertson looks for Salah, unable to find in the balls, bouncing around. Sadio Mane is pressing Cucurelli's got the ball off him in the box.
Really well.
Go on, Sadio, goes to the byline, cross it. Oh, too deep and there's no one there. Salah and Firmino gone front post. The ball went very, very, very deep and there was no one's back post and Brighton clear.
Are you surprised he hasn't made a change?
Here comes Lamptey. It beats Andy Robertson and here come Brighton. They've got 4 against Liverpool's 3. Lamptey carries it. He plays the ball through. Round the goalkeeper. It's a goal. It's a goal. And Trossard scored. Is he onside? Is he offside?
He's offside. He looks disappointed as fuck.
Oh my gosh, he's offside.
Shit. Bro, I swear to God, I'm sitting here trying to stay cool and calm and composed. But fuck me. You're making it hard, Liverpool. You're making shit hard.
That's very close. We're going to get VAR on this. We're going to see what's happened.
Lord have mercy. Thank God, wake up. Jesus Christ.
It was very, very close, mate.
Adam Lallana is getting subbed off there, gets an applause from probably both sets of supporters on the day. Yep. He does. Fuck, we were making this hard work. And what was meant to be an enjoyable afternoon, I'm here just trying to pull me ear out.
I haven't got anything to pull out of my head anyway, would you?
Thank you for the 1k likes to everybody that's been watching. That does mean a lot, so thank you.
Did we get them?
We hit it, yeah, we've got 1k likes.
Surely we have to win now. 1k likes
we've got to.
Equals a Reds win. Let's hope so. Andy Robertson driving out the defence into the box. Cross. Mo Salah, first time touch. Bounced away from him.
Fired into him as well, to be fair.
Van Dijk comes and mops up ball out to Trent. Nods it forward. Sadio Mane on the right this time. Crosses in. Firmino looking for the header. Away by Brighton again.
Crosses like that. You need.
And Brighton, to be fair, recycle the ball well. Now they're looking to attack, but Henderson's header. Kanate's forced just to boot it forwards.
It's a madness because we haven't had an answer to their council all day.
Nope.
We just haven't had the answer.
Yeah, Fabinho's. We are missing Fabinho in the midfield. That is for sure.
We can't fucking smash up Man U 5-0 and then struggle at home in this way.
That's how it's going at the moment. We've got 13 minutes to see if they can find a winner. But my God, Brighton are thinking the exact same thing.
Are you thinking take a draw at this point? Or
you can't say take a draw, but I don't think either team are taking a draw. That's the problem. Like I say, Brighton have been far the more attacking side. The stats are showing that they're on our screen.
Jesus.
They've been in our possession, in our half more than we've been in theirs. And yeah, Liverpool are making a sub, and it's the one we mentioned. It's Jota. Who is it gonna be for? Let's find out. Bobby Firmino. Bobby off, Jota on.
Are you surprised that hasn't been a bit sooner, that change?
I'm not, just because of the first sub that you had to make. I think that's what it was. I don't think he wanted to go too early, but yeah, he had to do something. Bobby hasn't had a very good game at all. Let's see if Jota can make a difference. First of all, they've got some defending to do, because Brighton are in our half yet again. Ball goes out left. Cucurella has got the ball, plays it through. On the byline, cross comes in. Kanate, is it with the clearance? No, it's Mane, sorry.
I don't think you can make that excuse, though. Someone said that Brighton have got a full strength squad and we don't. I don't think we can
doesn't
make
matter,
that excuse.
No. You're at home, mate. Win. Champions have to find ways to win. If you want to be champion, you've got to find a way to win.
100% facts.
So the first thing Liverpool have got to do is deal with this corner. He sent Duffy's up there, Dunk up there, Weppy was up there. They're a big side at Brighton. They're doing some type of message passing on. Looks like a little set piece in the works for the Seagulls.
I hope they fall flat on the face. Come on.
So here we go. Corner comes in. It's met by a Brighton head. Trent Alexander falls around. Oh, and it's gone out. Trent's second ball nearly fell to Brighton. Alexander-Arnold did well, but they're going to get a second opportunity. Here it comes. Blocked by Liverpool, but no, they're going to get a third opportunity, Ardy. Liverpool cannot get this ball clear.
This has been hard to watch at times. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's a foul.
Oh, fuck off, ref. Come on.
It's a foul by Curtis Jones. Liverpool could not get the ball clear to Mwepu again, who goes down. He skipped around a couple of them. Does really well. Goes past 1, 2. Jones stands on his foot. Here's a foul.
It's a blatant foul.
It's a blatant foul. 79 minutes gone. 2-2 at Anfield, and Brighton have an attacking free kick, and you would imagine they're going to send all of their big guns forward. McAllister with the right foot if they want the in-swinger, and it looks like Solly March with the out-swinger if they want that. Liverpool are holding a very, very high line, just about 1 yard into the box. Cross comes in, back post. Is he offside? Comes across. Alisson had it. Doesn't matter.
There. Come on.
It was Mwepu at the back post. I don't know if he was offside. He was free in acres of space if he wasn't. But I don't think he was. He wasn't offside. He wasn't offside. And Liverpool kind of got away one there, to be fair to him. But here come Brighton again. Down the left. This time their left. All right. Curtis Jones against Trossard. Curtis Jones prevents the corner, back heels it. And it's a throw-in for Brighton.
He's had a really good game, not Trossard today.
He has, yeah. Here come Brighton again. They're into the box.
Come on. Let's get hold of this fucking ball. Come on, boys.
And Jones is forced to absolutely welly it clear. Mo Salah's on the chase. Shane Duffy deals with it well. ball comfortable with Robertson. Can he find a long ball forward? Can he find a pass? He can't.
Can't find either.
Liverpool have 4 against 3. Mo Salah came to feet. Easy block in the end by Brighton, and Liverpool wasted the chance to get a rare counter-attack. Last 5 minutes, Brighton 67% possession, Liverpool 33. It tells a story. Liverpool are not comfortable at all. They are not comfortable with the ball, and they are certainly not comfortable without it. Jordan Henderson trying to change that, and Liverpool are just passing it around the back.
He's on top of nervous here because...
He's absolutely rightly so as well. They've had chances. Anyway, Sadio Mane skips past one, plays the ball out. He looked for Jota, and he couldn't find it. Jota's done well though. Mane's won the ball back. Oh.
We just need to keep creating chances now. Be a little bit more direct. That's how I'm seeing it. We can't keep getting turned around by these.
Oh, you're right, mate. Henderson's got the ball. Out wide, left.
82 minutes played.
81 minutes, well, it's 81.
Yeah.
Robertson back inside to Van Dijk. Goes to Jones. Jones, where's he going to go? He goes inside, good option to Mo Salah. Mo Salah tries to play a Mane down the right. He's got him in there. He's backed up, he's forced to turn. He's 2 of them standing him up. He goes for the slide ball. Mane's hoping this goes for a corner.
And it does.
It certainly does.
I think you can tell by the look of the faces they're probably a little bit disappointed
in all aspects.
Yeah. Because we've been good in moments and we've been good in parts. It's just not been a complete performance. And the second half, we've let Dave come out and just kept the intensity from the second half onwards. And we just haven't been able to match it, unfortunately.
Corner comes in, up towards the back post, easily cleared. More up than out to get a second opportunity. It comes to the edge of the box. Henderson miscues his clearance, it goes up in the air. Brighton on the attack. If they're going to keep it in, it goes out to the right hand side. They have kept it in, and there they go again.
No.
Into the Liverpool half. Robertson putting the pressure on, but Brighton have got numbers forward. Jota comes back to try and stop it. Still in the attacking third for Brighton. I think that's Lamptey on the ball, goes out left. Brighton have got lots of men forward in this attack. They think that they can beat Liverpool. Ball inside. Calm possession by Brighton, knocking it about. Liverpool cannot get near them as things stand. Yeah, Brighton are just knocking it. They're taking the piss a little bit, to be honest. They've gone all the way back to the halfway line. They just kept the ball far too.
They're managing the game. Oh,
much better. Shane Duffy out wide. Ball on the right hand side, on level with the penalty area. Brighton forced back. Duffy finds inside. Who's that? That's Lewis Dunk inside his own half. Brighton maintaining possession. They look much more comfortable than Liverpool do. That is for sure. Duffy goes left. It's a really good ball again. And Brighton have got comfortable possession on the edge of the ball. One ball through. Alisson comes out. Mwepo got there first, I think. He's having a really good game. I don't know if he got... I think he goes for the through ball. Alisson slides out. Mwepo, I think he just touched it out of play. But once again, that third man runner causing Liverpool a few issues. Goal kick, and Liverpool play out from the back to Jordan Henderson. Henderson to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Back to his captain. The captain delivers it across to Henderson, who goes to Van Dijk, and Liverpool are just trying to get the foot on the ball because, quite frankly, Brighton are far the better team here at the moment. Jota, can he change that, or can this man change it? It's Oxlade-Chamberlain, beats one, running down the left-hand side. Jota in the box, Robertson's there.
Oh, fuck's sake,
the overlap was on. It was too easy, and Oxlade-Chamberlain just gifts possession back. Tyreek Lamptey is taking the piss. He's gone past Robertson, he's gone past Jones, so he's in. Liverpool can't get the tackle in, but there's an offside. But is there going to be a free kick before the offside? Because Solly Marsh was in an offside position. Trent's just launched him on the floor.
What are you playing at, lad? That's just pure frustration.
Trent's just launched him on the floor. I think he was trying to time waste, to be fair. Mike Dean's let things go there, and Liverpool have the ball in the centre of the park once again. Where are they going to go? Henderson is going left. Chamberlain. Robertson back to Chamberlain on the halfway line. Oxlade-Chamberlain is forced back. Van Dijk, there isn't much on for Liverpool. The tempo's it's dropped.
It's completely dropped, mate. There's no movement.
It looks a bit passive. It looks a bit slow. Kanate forward past.
It's too slow.
Trent is playing centre midfield as it stands, and
that first 20 minutes when we said we were just seeing those little nice interchanges, we haven't seen any of that this second half. There's hardly
Henderson
any link up.
Switches on, finds Robertson. Robertson nods it down, but straight, it's cleared, half cleared by Brighton. Headed half away. Tyreek Lamptey's pressed by three men. Jota takes it off them, but it goes out for a throw in. less than 5 minutes to go here at Anfield, and it is Liverpool 2. It is Brighton and Hove Albion 2. Tyreek Lamptey's down. He's only just come on, but he's not happy with something.
Beam says if you really deep it about Hendo, he's the only midfielder on paper better than Brighton's. As mad as that sounds, Ox is more of a winger or an attacking mid, playing box to box, but is not amazing.
Well, Mwepo's been the best move. Mwepo's been the best fielder on the pitch for me. Mwepo, yeah. And Basuma was good when he's come on. Yeah, Lamptey's gone down, holding his, looks like his shin. He's not long come on.
There's been a few standout players for Brighton, I'd say.
No, I think, am I right in saying Brighton have made all 3 subs as well, so they'll be desperately keen to get this. Liverpool are taking this opportunity to go over to the manager.
Looks like we're going to get
just recycle. Well. Minamino is stripped off and ready to come on. I wonder how Lamptey is, because like I say, Liverpool 2, Brighton 2, they have used, so they brought McAllister, Lamptey and Pascal Gross on, so they have used all their subs, so it'll be interesting to see if they can bring another one on, or are they going to, if they're going to be able to get Lamptey back on the pitch. Anyway, first things first, Taki Minamino comes on. Curtis Jones, an attacking substitution by the manager, to be fair. Taki going to go centre mid.
And that doesn't fill me with much confidence either at this moment in time, just because how lightweight our midfield's been in general. Yeah, these are the options that we've got. I know we weren't trying to make excuses for the midfield before, but
let's see what's happened. It looks like, is Bobby Firmino centre mid?
Bobby's off.
Sorry, I meant it's Oxlade-Chamberlain. Yeah, Taki Minamino, he's going centre mid. He's played the ball there already. Here come Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold on the attack, plays in Diogo Jota. Jota across from Mo Salah, blocked. It's come back out to Henderson from 40 yards, smashes it. He wants on ball, he's not going to get it. Rebound, Sadio Mane out on the right. He's got company, he's got options if he needs them. Who's he going to use? He's gone for a pretty rubbish cross, to be honest. It's come back to Robertson, he's forced back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk, looking to keep the tempo high, goes left. And it's Oxlade-Chamberlain out on the left. Liverpool have got a line of 4 lads, but not one of them is in the box, so Chamberlain's forced backwards as well. Someone needs to get up front, lads. I don't know, one of you, whoever's meant to be playing there, needs to go up front. It's a poor pass. But Liverpool...
Poor tackle in the end.
It wasn't the best challenge in the world. I think it's by Trent Alexander-Arnold, given a yellow card. He died... Is it Taki?
Yeah.
Sorry, the pass was by... Was it a pass by Trent to Taki? That's what I thought. Let's see. No, sorry, apologies. It was Kanate.
Yeah.
It's a late one, but to be fair, one of his legs is high, but he doesn't catch him with that guy, but he does catch him, and it's a late one. Taki been on the pitch for all of a minute, and he's already been given a yellow card.
It's a bit mad. I think the ref's kept his cards in his pockets as well most of the game, so I don't know why he felt the need.
Robertson heads it down. Chamberlain, where can he go? He is being harried and pressed. He's had it taken off him.
He's been outworked.
And it's a throw into Brighton? How is that? What? That is a horrendous decision. It looked like it was a clear throw-in for Liverpool. It looked like Solly Marsh dispossessed Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain.
He didn't roll the ball over the line.
Very, very St. Jurgen is not happy. He's telling the 4th official he's not happy with it, but either way, it's going in. All's well that ends well, because the ball is back in the hands of Alisson Becker. He rolls it out to Henderson. Taki Minamino is playing centre midfield. He finds Alexander-Arnold on the right-hand side. Trent up. Mane was making a run. Salah tried to find him. Up and out by Cucurella. And it's a throw-in for Liverpool. 89th minute. What can Liverpool do? We'll soon find out. Trent goes back with the throw-in. Ibu Kanate out wide to Van Dijk. Van Dijk switches the play. It's Robertson. It's Chamberlain. He's pressed again. He's forced back again. He's swamped by 3. He's done well. He's turned 3 players, and why is he? We had the ball.
Fuck off.
Play the advantage, Mike Dean, you knobhead. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain played through the press, makes a turn, and the ref blows the whistle, and Liverpool are fuming. He passed the ball on, but hey ho, it is what it is. Liverpool look like they're going to launch this one into the box. Get away. Liverpool are shooing Tyreek Lamptey out the way. They've sent Van Dijk forward. They've sent Kanate forward. Lamptey isn't thrilled with where the free kick is being taken from. Excuse me. Robertson. Corner.
It's a good ball.
Ball bouncing around. Where's it gone? Nobody knows. There's calls for handballs. There's calls for fouls. It's half cleared. Mike Dean's got no idea. It's 4 minutes at a time as Brighton clear towards the halfway line. Henderson
Come on.
The ball's bouncing around. Who's going to get it down under control? It's Liverpool trying.
No direction.
Unsuccessfully. It's Brighton.
Again.
And it's a throw into the Reds. Henderson looking to change it. Konate had a chance off that cross. He heads it more back than out, and then Sadio Mane's strike hits Konate on the hand. That's what everyone thought it was handball, but I'm pretty sure it's Konate's hand that it hits. And that's why Brighton were complaining. But anyway, here we go again. Sadio Mane clearly fouled.
That's a free kick.
That's a free kick to Liverpool. And it's a yellow card for Shane Duffy. So Mane on the left-hand side of our attack was held back. Liverpool get a chance to put a cross into the box.
It's mad. I'm just reading some of these comments and, you know, people have got eyes on other games and stuff like that. It looks as if Chelsea potentially are going to win. Yeah, I think they're cruising 3-0 up against Newcastle. And it looks like City are dropping points as well at this point because they look like they're in a losing position.
Come on, the Reds then. It's a great day for Chelsea.
It's all to play for, do you know what I mean? For Chelsea, if we do drop points.
Robertson is going to deliver in this free kick. Injury time. In comes the cross.
Too close to the keeper.
Keeper comes out and catches it.
You just tell
far too easy. And to be fair, Brighton have got no desire to go forward yet. Crystal Palace have scored a second. That Man City will say, going to win that game. Look, City are going to lose, but it means nothing at the moment for Liverpool if they can't sort their own shit out. And as it stands, Brighton have got a free kick in the Liverpool half. As we watch a replay of Conor Gallagher celebrating for Manchester City at the Etihad for Palace rather. 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to settle for the draw, unfortunately, Steve.
Some of the fans are leaving. Some of the fans are not happy in the stadium. They're getting off. They've seen enough.
I think that's
ball. Brighton go for a quick one. Alisson slides out. Holds the boy nearly slid out his area with it. He managed to keep it in, and Liverpool look to build one more attack.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit unfortunate.
Henderson, I agree. I don't think you're going to be best for without Liverpool deserve the support.
Because they'll make something out of that older journos. I don't know why they would. They just do. They tend to, don't they? Clutch at straws. But yeah, it's just been a bit of a weird one.
Yeah, mate, you're right. Let's see if Liverpool can get anything. Van Dijk, where's he going to go? Is he going to go left? Is he going to go right? He was looking right. Wasn't there. Brighton are deep now. Konate plays a good ball forward to Mo Salah's feet. Salah turns. Back post towards Jota. Jota.
Their game management's been fucking quality.
Robertson is not happy. Free kick is given against Andy Robertson. And it looks like with 1 minute to go, Liverpool are going to be forced to settle for a point.
Neverman is here, says Liverpool's most dangerous enemy right now is a 2-goal lead. You never walk alone, gentlemen.
Yeah, you're not right there, mate, because that's twice 7. Thanks for the super chat, mate. But yeah, Liverpool...
like to throw it away. 2-0
up against West Ham. Sorry, 2-0 against Atletico. Pinned back, 2-0 up here. They found a win in Atletico, but it looks like unless something mad happens.
AC as well.
Yeah. No, unless something was 1-0 against AC, they went 2-1. But unless something happens in the next 32 seconds, Liverpool are going to draw. Let's see what they can do. One more chance, perhaps. It's Alisson Becker. 2
disallowed goals, yeah, but the goals were clear.
They were clear. Yeah, they were right. Disallowed was offside on ball. Don't worry about that. They had more than enough chance as well. Trent fires it forwards. Konate in their half.
As well. They had a disallowed goal.
Konate gives a foul. They are not happy with Mike Dean. Mike Dean is getting dogs abuse from Liverpool players and from the Anfield crowd. But yes, 94th minute. And McAllister's down. I think as soon as I think that'll be. Let's have a little look at the challenge. It is a foul.
It's a bit late, isn't it?
It's late. Konate's got it's late. He's got no excuse.
Don't think he's had a great game, but it is what it is. We'll move on to the next game with him.
Long ball forward by Brighton, and the final goes. Yeah. So that is the final whistle as Brighton come to Anfield and draw 2-2 with Liverpool. So, Errol, the final word, the final whistle of the show. Let's get straight into the show then. Overall thought is obviously one of disappointment. Liverpool are 2-0 up and walk away with just 1 point. Before we go into the in-depth analysis of the show, and by the way, for everyone who's joined the watch-along at home, the instant match reaction will be available over on the Redmen TV a little bit later on. Before then, we're going to go through with this show. We're going to go through with the final whistle show. We've got player ratings and we've got your reactions as well. However, a little treat for you guys on the watch along and any of the YouTube shows. If you want to see the instant match reaction that is going to be streaming on Redmen Plus over on the redmentv.com, if you go and sign up, use the discount code INSTANT, INSTANT, and you'll get your first month free. You will not be charged a penny as you sign up. You'll get the first month free. Not only will that allow you to watch our instant match reaction, it'll give you the final word show tomorrow. You'll get a month of all the Redmen Plus content. That discount code, though, only applies. It expires on November 1st. You've got to use it this weekend. So if you want to head over to, after the show, before we start doing the instant match reaction, head over to the Redmen TV, join Redmen Plus, use the discount code INSTANT, INSTANT, and you'll be given a month for free. So anyway, Errol, that's a tough one to take because Liverpool, without playing well, to be fair, I thought they were 2-0 up. These two pretty well taken goals. But ultimately, I think Brighton were the better team in that game.
Yeah, it's mad to say that, innit? Especially when we're playing at home, you'd have thought we was playing at their ground and the way that the confidence that they had in that second half. And I think that just comes from the goal that they scored before half time. For me, it's weird because it's like we're our own worst enemy at some point. Like, we just didn't find a way to control the game and kind of either control the game or take the game away from Brighton.
Yeah.
I think we was caught in a middle weird space where it was like basketball-esque and we were just going to and from, and at any moment in time it looked like they could hurt us, and we at moments in time looked like we could hurt them, until the point where we just stopped looking like we had a bit of a threat. So it is a difficult one to take, if I'm completely honest with you, because I feel as though the point is a good point for us, based on the fact that they, as you say, were probably the better team and could have easily won.
And it's strange to say, mate, in a game like, say, Liverpool go 2-0 up with the goals from Henderson, the goal from Mane. They could have had a third, but obviously it's rightly ruled out for the handball. A bit fortunate for Sanchez. But in a game that Liverpool are 2-0, by the end, we were almost hanging on.
Yeah.
Like, the better chances still kept falling to Brighton. They have a goal disallowed as well themselves. Me and you nearly pooed our pants at that stage. But that was, and again, it wasn't far offside. It was offside, but it wasn't far. So yeah, Liverpool did have goals disallowed, and I've seen people in the YouTube chat here saying, yeah, we had 2 goals disallowed. We did, but they were both correctly disallowed. Yeah. So you can't really argue with either of those. They were right decisions.
Yeah, those decisions from the DAR or the referee, whoever it was, that he was correct at the end of the day. It was just, we looked clinical in the first half, and we had took, I think Bobby Firmino, when you look back now, that chance that Bobby Firmino had, that was in between the first 2 goals that we scored. That could have got us onto 2-0. Then obviously Mane scored, so we could have been 3-0 up and looking very comfortable, and you probably do get to that point where you take it away from Brighton, but we missed that opportunity.
Yeah.
Then Brighton end up hitting the post. Alisson comes up with some big saves as well. Then they get their first goal, and you could just kind of sense it really, that once they got that first goal, they didn't change their game plan by going 2-0 down. And, some other teams will. It'll be like damage limitation. These look really up for it today. But they just kept believing and just kept going again. And that's probably a hard one to take because, again, when you look at the other results that have come across the 3 o'clock games, that was another opportunity to just start taking a little bit more, putting more pressure on Chelsea and taking a few steps away from City. And we haven't managed to do that. And it's just a little bit disappointing because it's another draw. And I think I've said it a few times, draws can be what kill your season.
Yeah, for sure. Looking at, like I say, Chelsea go and win at Newcastle. But to be fair, we although we draw, we have gained a point on Man City because they did lose. But yeah, I mean, it's been a great weekend for Chelsea. If you'd have said to Chelsea, Liverpool and City are both playing at home and they're both going to drop points and they're going to go to Newcastle and win, well, fair play to Chelsea. They've went and done that. And like I say, they've now got a 5-point gap on City, a 3-point gap on us. So Chelsea top on 25, Liverpool second on 22, Manchester City on 20, and then West Ham, who haven't yet played, 17 points. They could be catching up very soon as well. But I suppose that one to 100 points, and again, for those watching and listening at home, we're going to go into more of this on the instant match reaction later. Like I say, it is on Redmen Plus, but if you go to the website, use the code INSTANT, you can sign up. You will not be charged for your first month. You'll get a free month. You'll be able to watch all our reaction shows to Brighton, and then you'll have a full month's worth of content to watch, and we've got tons on there.
To binge.
There's binge the documentaries. There's loads of evergreen stuff, the debate shows, the final words. There's absolutely tons over there. We're doing it for you guys because you guys are loyal watchers of YouTube. So yeah, go and get yourselves a free month. Sign up. Put the word INSTANT in. You won't be charged for your first month. And you can enjoy
no better time to sign up.
Basically, the Redmen Plus, all the Redmen Plus goodness. We've got new shows, we've got everything. Go over and do it. But yeah, me and Ella will go into depth of these conversations more then. One thing I want to talk about, Ella, which we can touch upon now, is the injury to Naby Keita. Now, you can say
tough
it affected the game, but it was 1-0 when he goes off. Chamberlain sets the second goal up.
Yeah.
But even before he went off, the first chance of the game goes to Brighton. Liverpool's midfield never really looked comfortable. The captain scores a goal and Chamberlain sets one up. And yet I still can't help but feel both of them didn't really have good games. And there was a big, like, we missed Fabinho a lot.
Yeah, massively. And again, I think we even missed Thiago in terms of the way that he can control and dictate a game from midfield. So it's a really weird one, because there was individual moments and individual players that did all right at times. But as a unit, I think the front three pressed really well. I think the midfield probably got overrun, and we was talking about if the midfield win the battle, they've got to be up for us. If they win that battle, we should win the game. We didn't. No. We did. You know, the evidence there with the fact that we drew 2-2, we didn't win that battle. So there's a lot of learning that needs to be taken away from this. And then defensively, we was all over the place at times. And you know, if it wasn't for, again, we underestimate or we neglect our goodies, but if it wasn't for Alisson, the scoreline, we could have been beat.
Yeah. You know, I mean,
4-2 maybe on another day, 5-2 on another day, maybe 5-3. So we are lucky, but you know, we'll dive into it more surely in the instant match.
Yeah, but what I would say, mate, and you're right. Other than the 2 goals, and obviously the ones that were disallowed, which you can't blame anyone for, we didn't really create any other clear. Bobby Firmino misses a sitter.
That's the sit, yeah.
But then, like, Brighton had clear chances there. Alisson makes some good saves. The fingertip save from Basuma. We've got one more super chat here from Adam Dyke. She says, people are overreacting. There's no panic yet. We are still unbeaten, but the lack of depth is being exposed now. Ox not good enough for the Prem. I said in the summer about the lack of investment. I get Adam's point. The flip side is Oxlade-Chamberlain is Liverpool's 8th choice centre midfielder. Like, if you're relying on your 8th choice midfielder having to play, because there's 5 others who can't play. So no Fabinho, no Thiago, no Milner, no Elliott, and then Keita goes off. Like, not who's going to be 8th choice midfielder for many teams. You're going to be struggling. So I get it, because we didn't replace Wijnaldum. Liverpool thought Harvey Elliott was his replacement in effect, and he was really good until he gets injured. We had the injury bug at centre half last year, and it bit us, and we went and addressed it. But it looks like the injury bug at centre mid now. Errol, that kind of bit us a lot there, because I'm a big Jordan Henderson fan, and I think in games when Liverpool are controlling the ball, he can play number 6 very well. Yeah. But Brighton had no interest in letting us control the ball. They had Basuma and Mwepu and Trossard and Lallana, and they ran ragged, and there was big gaps. We are missing a backup number 6. It's hard to get one, because
they're not going to get the minutes.
Fabinho's in, but Fabinho's not there, and Henderson had a poor game. He had a few poor games, and we'll probably touch more on that on the instant match reaction, like I say. But the midfield battle,
poor game, but pops up with a goal. It's just a weird, it's just a weird one to analyse, I think, because as you say, in moments, look, there was good things, but as a unit, that's where I'd probably focus my lens on it. It's as a unit, there wasn't any cohesion. There wasn't enough in terms of that bite or that screening that's needed for that back four. The back four just got left too exposed time and time again. And you know, we said it at the start. You know, you get past the midfield, and then you've got to get past the defence, and then you've still got Alisson. They made light work of that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's what was hard to take, because they made it look easy to do all the things that we were saying was hard to actually do. And I'm sitting there and it's jarring me, because I'm like, I know Brighton are good, and you've got to give your opposition credit where it's due, and they've been good all season so far. Do you know what I mean? I know they got smacked up by Man City, but good teams. Yeah, other than that, they've looked good, and it's just a bit of a weird one. But again, we escape. We're still unbeaten, and we just have to go again. Ultimately, it's a bit of a mad one, really. I'm trying to work it out in my head. I'm trying to think of the long game, the long impact of it, the medium impact, and the short of it. And right now, in the short, it wasn't good enough. Long term, it might be a valued point towards the end of the season.
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, we will touch on more of these topics later. So we've got your fan reaction coming up. We've got the player ratings, and like I say, instant match reaction will be available on Redmen Plus. To join Redmen Plus, our new streaming service, it's been repackaged. We've got more shows, tons more shows, some great value for money. We've added opposition previews. We've added a new stat show, obviously the instant match reaction as well. Go over there, give it a try. Our reaction to this game will be on there, and we want you all guys' comments on them. Head over to the website, put in the discount code INSTANT when you sign up. INSTANT, in capital letters, INSTANT, instant. you will not be charged for your first month. You will get it completely free. Whether you sign up as a club captain or a club legend, you will not be charged for that first month. You will be given all our content, but you will be given the reaction to this show, the Atletico show, the West Ham show, and everything for the month of November.
And Arsenal as well.
There's tons. So again, great value for money, absolutely free. There's no catch. You go over, you will get your first month of your subscription for free. Errol, been an absolute pleasure on our first watch along. Unfortunately, the Reds couldn't deliver the result.
I know.
But I'm such a blast. Thanks so much for your time. Everyone, thanks for joining us. It was an absolute pleasure. Let's say, keep an eye on the YouTube for the your reactions and the play ratings. Go and sign up now. While you've got a bit of spare time, head over to the Redmen TV, sign up, put the discount code INSTANT in. You'll get it for nothing and you'll see our instant match reaction. Thanks very much, and we'll see you all next time. Ta-da.
Everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you want more from us, then please do consider joining Redmen Plus, our Liverpool streaming service, with extra shows, bonus features, interviews, and incredible documentaries like Netflix for Liverpool fans. We've got the club captain and the club legend here. If you join as a club legend, you get your name in this wonderful list here. Look at them wonderful legends. Anyway, Redmen Plus on the redmentv.com. Join up.